Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Hello everyone, we are live from the beautiful and luxurious Stone's Gambling Hall right here on the casino floor. It's the Justin and
Justin show.
Two Justins in the booth tonight. It's two Justins for the price of one.
JK squared.
No doubt. And I know I say this every time we have a poker broadcast and I'm in here, that we have an amazing game and an amazing lineup for you, and it's always true, but it's really true tonight.
Yes.
This is going to be a turbocharged, nightmarish bloodbath of a game. Amazing players.
Hide your children. It's adult audiences here.
That's true, and especially so for Twitch. That's tough because it's a lot of children viewing on Twitch. Put it up on the big screen. This is going to be worth 3 hours of your time. 5-5 PLO, high only. It's a 1,500 max buy-in with the table max, and the lineup is out of this world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I walk in, I'm like, oh wow, look, it's all these mini celebrities.
Mini celebrities.
Yeah, I love it.
And a couple mid-level celebrities
I love
even.
it.
And maybe somebody that might be a high-level one eventually.
Oh,
it's possible.
Dun, dun, dun.
We got some rising stars in the game. You might recognize the young lady in seat one. Her name's Valerie Cross. She does spend some time right here in the commentator booth. I have a prop bet for you before we get going.
I am a sucker for good prop
Do you
bets.
see Jenna right there?
I do.
I'll bet you a shot. At some point, she spins around. Damn, she did it too soon.
She
did it too soon.
She already did it.
I tried to set him up. It
If
didn't
you're
work.
in the future,
Yeah.
you're just what a hustle.
Yeah.
Always a hustle.
I almost had a free shot. Okay, seat two is not there right now, but he is our very own Stone's one and only
Spencer.
Spencer's there. Spencer, who is always flossing. It's important to point out he's always flossing.
Got to.
Did you know that?
Yeah, he's always flossing in life
Okay.
and physically because his dentist told him to.
It actually can mean a lot of different things, and any explanation of he's flossing that it could mean, he's doing it.
He's doing it
all
all.
of them. All of them. Seat number three is a young gentleman who's been on the stream a few times. He drives here from San Francisco. We have a lot of players that will come from out of town for this. And they're
games
good
are worth it.
Yeah.
Games are worth it.
And good game. Will travel.
Yeah.
Seat number four, that's Brendan. He's a Stones regular. Moving over to seat number five is a special guest who I'm actually a big fan of.
Yeah.
That is Sean McCormick. He is the manager of the Aria Poker Room. Quite possibly one of my favorite poker rooms, and he just does a fantastic job over there.
Rad.
Definitely.
So we're bringing Vegas to us here then.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Is this guy Mike? He traveled from San Francisco to play.
Yeah.
Sean's here from Vegas.
Yeah, I love it.
So when you got a good game like this, when you got a great TV show, and you can watch these guys just slaughter each other.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's great.
So he was like asking about the lineup, and when I told him we had this 5-5 PLO game, he was all over.
He's just said,
he's like, that's the one. That's
he's
my
like,
game.
just tell me where it's at.
And apparently a good 5-5 PLO is hard to find. Seat seven, we have that's Bill C. He's a Stones Live regular, and young man. I'm sorry, seat six.
Seat six, yeah.
My apologies. We're eight-handed tonight. That's the other thing
to
mention. Eight-handed PLO, which I think is a great way to experience PLO. You know, it creates a little more action. So yeah, Bill in seven or six. That's Bart Hansen in seat seven
from Crush Life Poker.
Crush Life Poker traveled here from San Diego. He makes all of our hand of the weeks. He also uses footage from our table for his training site, Crush Life Poker. And pretty cool to have him here in the game. Maybe if we're lucky later tonight, we can also get him to spend a little bit of time in the commentator booth.
Absolutely. Well, it's funny because I'm looking around, I'm looking at all these players, and I made a trip out to Vegas during the series, and I physically watched half of these. I watched Bart go to the final table, I watched Spencer go to the final table.
Bart big cash in the PLO, right? Spencer, what was it?
It was the employee event, the very first one. You got 800 players or something. I mean,
that's okay.
These guys have played once or twice.
Call me back when you get first, and I'll be
these
impressed.
Guys have played a little bit.
Also, don't want to leave out C8 last, but most certainly not least. That's Matt H. That guy right there. He might just look like a normal guy, but that's like a computer in his brain, like a little calculator doing calculations. Every hand.
Matt Holtzclaw puts it down. Yeah. He is not afraid to get in there and just make it happen.
No fear at all. Yeah. This is PLO, 4 cards in everybody's hand. 4 cards.
Oh, good, because I thought the graphics were off. I thought we were still on Hold'em. I wasn't sure.
Okay, so check this out. The nice thing about having 4 cards, it's impossible to not make a hand.
Of course.
Yeah. Everybody makes it.
There's something for everybody every hand.
You can't miss, really.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that is the entire theory of the game, is that super action. Have you studied your PLO terms?
Variance, I believe, is an important one. Lots of variance.
Yeah, what else?
We always want to river a hand. We never want to flop it.
Right? Yeah. You want to be chasing.
You want to be chasing?
You want to be
up until the finish line when you kill it.
Yeah, you want to pull ahead at the end by a note.
That's it.
Boom. And scoop a big pot. This is high only. Also want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Crush Live Poker and DEEG. The DEEG boys put on our 8-handed PLO game. Unfortunately, the founder, Nick, was not able to be with us tonight, but he's here in spirit. And
DEEG boys in general right now are just crushing it.
They are.
In some tournaments.
Yes, I saw Kyle had a big showing.
Absolutely.
$20,000 cash in a local main event. Pretty awesome. So it looks like we're going to a flop 3 ways. It's our first hand of the stream. Remember, in PLO and all Omaha games, players must use 2 cards out of their hand and 3 cards from the board. They don't have the option to just use 1 or even to use more.
Yeah, exactly. So
quads in your hand.
I was going to say, so if you get dealt quads, no good. Just go away.
Bad.
Just go away. And we got no quads here, but we do have top set here for Matt.
Oh, all right.
Against,
not too bad.
Absolutely.
And Bill's picked up 2 pair here, so this is one of those areas where we could see sparks really fly and hold them. But 2 pair is really not that fantastic of a hand.
Yeah. And he also, with his 2 pair, he also actually has a bit of a straight draw there too, as well as Brendan actually has a straight draw as well.
We do have clubs on the board, and no one with the club draw though. But of course, you can play to people's fears and make a bet, like make it look like you're on a club draw. That's allowed.
Yes, absolutely. It's not only allowed, it's encouraged.
Bluffing is allowed.
It's encouraged.
Yeah. All right, so we are heads up now. Matt with his set of aces, and Bill has 2 pair, and we get a turn card and a river. We have the full board out there. Matt with the check mark. He's going to take down the first hand here.
Throw it down.
A set of aces.
Huge. I was just waiting for that 9 to pair up and just see the reverse boats. I was like, this could get ugly.
Right.
This could get ugly.
So a lot of times, people get a little scared of PLO, and it's a very intimidating game just to come in and see. Well, there's all these cards in play, but really, if you know poker and you know the ranking of the hands, you already have the basics. Must use 2 from your hand. Must use 3 from the board.
Yeah. It's funny, I mean, I've known 1 or 2 players actually who were dealers who learned Omaha before they learned Hold'em, and it just blew my mind.
That is.
I'm like, wow, that's super backwards, and I respect it.
That is super backwards.
I was like, honestly, if you learn Omaha first, you better be a beast at Hold'em, because you already started with the crazy hard stuff.
Like deal with Hold'em in your sleep, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be a shocker to a lot of people, but I actually used to deal poker. It's true, yeah, a long time ago. I remember Hold'em, I would be bored. I would just I could do it in my sleep. Yeah. But I actually looked forward to dealing Omaha games because as a dealer, it was one of the more challenging games to deal, and I would have to wake up for it.
Well, and that's the thing too, especially if you have one of these multi-way action pots and guys aren't really, see, these guys are actually pretty cool. They're flipping over their hand, they're separating their hands, like here's the 2 I'm using kind of.
These are all pros.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So if you got a table full of just multi-way action and everybody just flips over 4 cards, I mean, tabling all 16 cards and trying to read everybody's hand is just a lot, So
one of the classic dealer moves is, what do you guys have?
Yeah, what do you guys have? And then 9 guys yell out nut low and only 2 of them are right.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, this is bad.
Cool, so we have multi-way action here. Looks like Valerie's coming into, it's already been raised to 20 by Bart. Valerie's gonna tag along. Spencer looking at what would be a fantastic hand if it was high-low. Ace, deuce, deuce, queen. But in high only, you can see not a great starting hand. Spencer decides to get away. Mike's getting away. We're around to Brendan in the 4 seat. Brendan looks down at pocket jacks, 3-4, and he's got hearts. And we're going to see a flop 3 ways.
All diamonds. Now this is funny. This is nobody has diamonds here, and this is a scenario about Omaha where when you're first getting into Omaha and maybe you're coming from Hold'em or you're just trying to learn the game in general. This is one of the scenarios where in Hold'em people see this board and think, oh man, no more diamonds, no more diamonds, right? But in Omaha it doesn't matter. They would have had to have flopped it or they don't have it because you have to use 2 from your hand and 3 from the board, period. So it doesn't matter if there's 5 diamonds out there, you still have to have 2 in their hand.
That's correct. So it checks around on the turn as well as the flop. And we get a 3, which doesn't really help anyone. Valerie hit that ace on the flop. She has the best hand right now. Aces and 10s, 2 pair. And
which again is so hard to believe in a game like Omaha where you need super nut that just 1 pair with a board pair and a flush draw possibility out there is all there.
I think in high only you will see more circumstances where a pair or 2 pair might take a pot down, but when you have a low involved too, then you get a lot of crazy hands coming along because that low kind of gives them insurance. This PLO game is high only.
So this is solid. So just taking a look at chip stacks here, it looks like we have 4 players with over $1,000 in a 5-5 PLO game.
Not bad.
So they're going to be shuffling some chips around for sure.
The great thing about this game too is once the players get going, once the stacks start to grow, if someone wants to join the game or re-up their chips, this game and most games of Stones actually, except for really for 1-2, no limit, you can buy up to the chip leader at Stones.
So this is table stakes here.
It is
fantastic.
Yes.
I'm in. I'll be right back. And
you're gonna go play?
Yeah, right. Not at this table. Not at this table. You kidding me? No way.
This is the shark-infested waters right here.
No way. Give me the 5-cent, 10-cent game, man. This is not for me right here.
All right, we got a new hand coming out. We want to take just a moment to thank everyone joining us in the chat room. Looks like we already have about 100 people popped in there, which is great. Just getting the show lifted off the road. Lifted off the road. It's a flying car. It's a flying car. It's lifted off the road.
They do exist. We've always wanted them.
So thank you guys for being here, and we welcome your comments. Just remember to keep it funny, keep it clean, and no politics.
It's true. Yes. Yes. Amen. Amen.
And no religion. Stop it.
It's true. Stop. Sorry. I didn't mean it.
All right, we're 3 ways again to a flop. All about the 3-way tonight.
Doing it. All right, it looks like we have almost topped off for Brendan here, who's gonna spike his queen here with a king kicker. And looks like we got a couple straight draws in there.
And Michael also sitting with a queen. All right, Brendan, looks like Brendan's gonna open up this pot on the turn. I couldn't see how much he put out there. Let's see if we can catch, looks like maybe 30 or 40. Okay, 40. Good catch, good catch. We're going all the way around to Mike, who is going to call. I think it is 30.
Bingo, bango.
Looks like the graphic might be wrong. Ace on the river. That's a scary card for everybody here. But Brendan, who flopped the best hand with king, queen, still has the best hand.
Is that allowed? Are you allowed to flop the best hand and actually have it hold towards the river? Because we've seen that twice now. Once here, once with Val.
Yeah, something's
This
wrong.
is weird. This is weird. I thought live poker was rigged. What the heck?
It might be. Maybe this is rigged. For anybody following us on Twitter, you guys saw the tweets that it was going to be Jake and Train in the booth tonight. I'm not Jake. You might have noticed. He got hit by a bus about an hour before.
Honestly, I thought you were just Jake, but you shaved your beard. And
oh my God!
Because I'm sure he looks like a completely different person.
Say like white guys look the same. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. See how he is?
I'm the worst.
So he's recovering. He's got a scraped knee from it.
Classic.
He'll be in any time. I'm just here for the first hour, kind of a placeholder and a little sample platter.
Little sample
of the JK show.
Love it.
You guys remember it way back in February? We had the giant trophy in here. I almost poked his eye out.
It's true. The very first one. I leave the booth for 1 minute and I come back. He's like, "You've been replaced by a trophy."
That's actually how he got hired here. Was on that show.
I'll take it.
It's pretty crazy.
I'll take it.
And the rest is poker history.
It's true.
All right, that's Haja dealing on the table. One of my favorite dealers here at Stones, and she's getting a little scramble. We're going to get a quick shuffle and a new hand out there. But in the meantime, you had some words you wanted to say to the audience.
About what? I was like, I do not know.
I just want to put him on the spot.
It's true.
It worked.
It's true, it did. We don't have any audio in our lovely little headphones.
You are correct. So
try to go and see if we can unmute that. in like actual windows.
Well, it's not even playing.
That helps. Nailed it. Hey, we can hear the table talk. Yay, because that's half the action here.
It's good to have a tech guy in here with you. He knows what's up.
All right, so it looks like Matt here is picking up aces with 9-10 suited. Val, ace king, 4 deuce, she's going to get out of there. Matt has made it $20 to go. Spencer's going to look down at some fun little connected cards, and he's actually going to repop it here. Looks like he's going to make it 60 bucks. 3-bet to 65. And this is what I love, right? Because you have Matt who's opening the pot here with aces, and Spencer who literally has 7-4-3 deuce, and he's re-3-betting it because, you know, they're completely different ranges here.
Yep. And we get a flop. Heads up.
Now, unfortunately for Spencer, he actually has this flush draw covered here in spades, so if he can avoid spades, diamonds are still safe, but really anything middle of the road, Spencer's all over this board.
Even if he were to flop diamonds, he's not going to feel great about it.
Yeah.
Now, I believe we have a flop out there. Our graphic is not showing up just yet. Or, oh no, this is still pre-flop. Matt's considering calling or raising.
He's not considering, he has done it.
That's a repop.
We're going up.
Now here's the thing about PLO, it's not like no limit hold'em where you can just bet whatever you want. It's pot limit, so your max bet is restricted to the size of the pot. So in the beginning, the pots build slow.
Yeah.
But towards the later betting stages, it tends to kind of be exponential in the way
for sure.
that the pots will...
I feel if you have one of these heavy influenced pots, by pretty much the flop or the turn, you can almost pretty much get your stack in there. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's almost like a no limit.
So Matt's re-raise pre-flop works. Spencer says it's not worth it. He gets rid of his hand, and Matt's going to scoop this one. Paga aces apparently good in pot limit Omaha as well.
Is that allowed too? Man.
Yeah.
So you know what we were talking about? The bad beat is in full effect on this table right now.
Oh yeah,
correct?
for sure.
We've never seen a bad beat on a stream, and I want to see one. I
do.
want to see a bad beat on a stream.
In Omaha.
And then what do we do? Don't we have to stop the stream for like a half hour and count out the deck and everything? And what happens?
You know, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready. Oh, Angry Polak joins us in the chat. It wouldn't be complete if we didn't get a little Veronica needling. And yes, I do make up words. I'm a bit of a wordsmith, if you will. So that's what we're going to go for. Besides, you can always tell how much, you know, Veronica is drinking of the mom juice depending on how much she starts needling.
Yeah. No, it's mom juice or not. The needle, the needle's there.
It's good. It's good. Yep. She's actually real classy, so she takes the Franzia in the bag out of the box first and just leaves it in the bag like a big sippy cup.
You know, I will get like a really nice bottle, an empty one, and just fill it with the box wine. Now when my friends come in, they don't know the difference. These are like wine aficionados coming to the house.
I love it.
Oh, this is Opus 1? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Enjoy. I probably shouldn't have just told the whole internet.
You know, now they all know. Damn it. They're like, wow, that's a really nice bottle of wine. You're like, tastes horrible. I don't know why.
No, that's how it is. That's what Opus is.
All right, look at this. Pocket Kings. Bill's going to make it 20. He's just going to take it down. Wow, these Kings and Aces are taking it down pre-flop.
Pre-flop?
I thought we were playing Omaha.
It is. I don't know what's going on.
See, when I play Omaha, it's always Omaha. You know, right? And they're like, what happened? And I'm like, well, we're laughing because we all got your chips. Okay, I get it.
Angry Polak in the chat room. Apparently she does the same trick.
She knows. She knows what's up.
I thought I made that up. I guess I didn't.
Yeah.
So then the turn, betting round, river, betting round.
Oh, there we go. Poker hand stock. We've never heard a poker player give a hand story or a bad beat story.
Never. I actually started charging for bad beat stories about 2 years ago.
That'd be an
$5.
That'd be an awesome business. And you're not retired yet?
I'm almost a millionaire.
I've only played it with buddies so far, you know.
Oh man.
I took the tissue box by the tournament podium one time and I wrote on it, tissue-free bad beat stories, $5.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. All right, so coming in here.
They made me.
So it looks like we got Matt there with some jacks, and he's going to get out of the way. Jacks and deuces, and he's gone.
2 pair? He had 2 pair.
Already there. All right, over to Brendan now here in seat 4, who's woken up with, looks like Big Slick suited along with
Wow.
his
I think that is a reasonably good starting hand for PLO.
Yeah, and he's...
Sean's coming along too. We don't know what Sean has. It's the infamous mystery hand. Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, pocket aces. That's a pretty good mystery hand.
Boom. 7, 10, 8 on the flop.
That has potential to change everything, but I like Valerie's hand
Val's
here.
all over this board, so she's
Val
got
hits 2 pair.
top 2 pairs, straight
Gut
draw,
shot, yeah.
running diamonds. Wow, she's got all sorts of fun stuff.
Not out of the woods yet, even though she is 94% at this point. The perfect card could change everything for her. And now if that actually happens, then she'll come back and
she's
blame
totally
me.
Gonna blame you.
Blame me for it, for saying something, tempting the poker gods.
Even though we're on like a 20-minute delay. She's like, it's clearly your fault. It's clearly your fault.
Has to be. All right, looks like Valerie's gonna put in a $40 bet, and it looks like we're heads up now.
That's gonna complete for Val. That's gonna give her a monster.
She can't be beat now. And with a board like that, I think Brendan, I think he's not going to give her any more chips.
No. I mean, that board literally just, it advertises, I have a straight.
Yeah. It's hard not to have a straight with 4 cards.
And then she boats, just for fun. Just for good measure, she's going to turn her straight into a boat.
When you ask for the world and you get it.
Man, there was no way she was going to get rivered in that pot. That was not going to happen. So pot's sitting at 135. I think Val's thinking, how do I extract value here?
$5 bet.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like she's gonna pop out 60 bucks.
That's more than $5.
Yeah, 65.
85.
115.
115.
Totally
We're really good at guessing.
Yeah, not at all.
Don't worry, everyone watching at home. We're only about 40 minutes away from Jake showing up, and we'll have someone in here that knows what they're talking about.
Someone in here that will give you all the variance details you need. So much.
For now, you just get 2 guys that just say variance a lot. There was a lot of variance in that hand.
Extreme variance.
Yeah.
A lot of variance than I thought there was.
A lot of variance. PLO is all about variance.
Now, Brendan, I think, is sitting here thinking, oh man, I mean, doesn't have a whole lot to work with here. I mean, is he just debating on whether Val's on a super stone cold bluff, or are these graphics not right?
I'm gonna say that he is skeptical. He thinks 2-pair could be good here. But the way that it was played, she did check the turn, right?
And actually what somebody here mentioned in the chat, they said, I can't believe she checked the turn. And he did. He does end up making it.
And it's the right laydown. You need a little time to think about it, but you know, it's tough, especially if you're a Hold'em player too. When you have these great starting hands, you know, they really have to connect in PLO, in any Omaha game, really.
Yeah. And you know what I like too about watching PLO is that different players have very different ranges of hands. We've already seen that with Spencer 3-betting here with like his 2-4-3-7, right? But right then, that previous hand, it was only $20, and we saw Matt H fold 2 pairs in his hand, right?
Yeah.
So really, I mean, you can play this game a multiple of different ways, and I think it was Andrew Barber one time. I think he was either in the chat room or he was talking with
Barber plug coming. Ready?
Yeah, no, he was talking with Jake, and he was basically saying that you can get away with playing all sorts of different styles and kinds of hands as long as you are able to fold when you are definitely crushed.
Fold button cannot be broke.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just be calling station. You can afford to get a little loosey-goosey, but you can't just be the ATM.
Speaking of, that's my favorite casino machine. I always win at that.
Oh, the ATM. And here's the problem. When you're not winning at even the ATM, you're doing really bad.
Oh, yeah. That's bad. All right, new handout. A lot of fun ones in the mix. Bill's going to get away. Bart's looking at King Jack, and he's...
Good thing I got that river, though.
King Jack 9-7. He's got a rainbow cards.
He's got a big old fold.
Yeah, Matt's out of there. Valerie, pocket deuces, and she's like, no thank you.
Winner.
That's a pre-flop to 15 from Brendan. Michael.
Okay. There we go.
Michael and Brendan to the flop. We got spades, and Michael has those spades, not big ones. Brendan does connect with his ace.
So Mike's going to bet out 25 here, and Brendan's going to think about what he wants to do here.
I think if I was Brendan at this point,
he's gone.
Really, I think I would call just one time.
I think you wanted an extra draw, maybe to connect with at least 2 paired.
A little backup
from there, yeah.
Some insurance.
Because I mean, with his original raise being the aggressor pre-flop, it's very easy for him to have ace king. I mean, hell, Brendan could even be drawing dead already, or drawing extremely slim. So.
Just a reminder for all of our viewers that live close by, this Wednesday, 2 days from now on the 10th, for the very first time ever, we have Veronica and Valerie doing commentary on a 5-10 no-limit Hold'em
The
game.
V&V show?
The V&V show. We had the J&J, now V&V.
We have all the
J's
covered.
J's and V's, with Jake. Val, Veronica, Justin, then this Michael guy. We got this Michael guy in
supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah.
He's just a rumor in the wind.
So anyways, if anyone wants to join that game, I still have 3 seats open. I'm going to type in the contact information in the chat room. Just make sure you get your name on the list, and you can be in the first ever Veronica and Valerie show.
Wow, very nice.
Check out the chat room. That link's going in there right now, and we have a brand new hand coming out as well.
Forward to that here. So looks like Brendan's going to make the call here for $10. And looks like action over to Bart. He's going to check out of here. Matt's going to fold the button over to Valerie here in the small blind.
Join is not working.
And she's going to make the call, Valerie, with the mystery hand. Mystery lady, mystery hand. We're going to do it. And Spencer made the call as well.
Thank you, Hillets player, for their Nightbot command. We appreciate that. He's typing joint in there, you know, so we got bad joints.
It was a strong attempt. I like it. All right, so it looks like Michael P is going to take the option here with his kings, and he makes it $50 to go.
I like it. Bump it up. $50 total. Is he going to get any callers? Spencer, Ace Queen 9-5 is coming along, and Brendan's in there. We get an 8-7 deuce flop rainbow.
Two pair for Brendan.
Yeah,
with 8
connects
deuce.
with Brendan pretty good.
Funny because he has Ace 10 of diamonds and 8 deuce, and the 8 deuce is what connects,
the 8 deuce hits,
of course,
yeah.
classic. So I believe Spencer checked over to Michael P, which he did, and Mike P is going to bet 75.
Only. Well, he likes his hand. I mean, it's a pretty disconnected board. The straights aren't there yet. He's got to think like kings have a pretty good possibility of being good here.
And Brendan's just kind of stacking out his chips, figuring out what he wants. And Brendan's going to go for straight pot value here. He's going to go all in.
And looks like he can all in here. It is a pot bet. 300 and change, maybe 30. There's a green chip there, 345.
Yeah.
Ish.
All in for
Ish.
405 is what it says.
All right.
I like your read though. Let's go with 330, 340.
I see 3 stacks of red.
Those numbers are more like recommendations, like speed limits.
Okay.
Don't worry about those. Don't worry about those.
So Michael has a decision to make here, and he's not completely dead. You can see there from the graphics, he's about 24%. He would need to connect with either his king or hit. Here's something on the board that's not in Brendan's hand.
Gone. Yeah, he would need that 7 or to connect with that king, and he's going to have none of it.
What's up with all these good players making the right reads and good laydowns? I mean, we want to see some blood.
Thank you guys for your patience. Sorry. Keep coming. Good luck, guys.
All right, we have a changing of the guards. Haja is out of there, and we're getting a brand new dealer. That is Michael coming in to deal us some action hands.
There's so much classic chat going on in the chat room right now.
Yes, I see that. Very classic.
Extremely classic.
Angry Pollock likes to do the classic thing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And she's really gonna like the Stones Classic because every single event is called Classic.
Yes, I'm in. How can you not play it?
Classic.
What's it called? It's called Classic. I'm in.
Can you just say Classic after everything that I say?
I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to have a lot of awesome special guest commentary, Bart Hansen being one of them.
Yes, Bart will be here. So will Justin Kelly.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Justin Kelly will be here with David Tuckman, the Tuckmeister.
Good old Tuck.
Tuck on Sports.
Me and Tuck round 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Just, get drunk before you come in. Don't drink your beer in here.
Okay, sorry.
I'm trying to keep my job.
That's what the parking lot's for.
That's right.
Wait a sec.
Stop.
All right, so it looks like Brendan's going to make it $10 here. And Bart is going to 3-bet it to 30.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
He's got ace-jack.
He's played the game before.
10-9.
All right, so Valerie checked out. Action over to Spencer. And we've seen Spencer with a hand like this before. That all middle-of-the-road stuff. And he's definitely going to be part of this, so he's going to make the call. Just laughing in the chat. Classic dealer, classic box of wine.
They're stuck on it. It's like the records on auto repeat.
All right, so we got 3 players going to the flop here. Boom, ace, 8, 5, 2 clubs.
Spencer connects with the 8 and the 5.
Top 2 or bottom 2 for Spence.
And looks like Bart hit ace. He only has one pair, but he's statistically ahead, and I'm trying to figure out why here. Slow, some type of draw. Not
Spencer
sure
is just all over this board. Look at Spencer.
But it's all changed now.
Yeah. So that's going to give Brendan the straight here with 7-4.
Did Spencer lead out a bet there? Yeah, he did for 80. It's 80 for Brendan to call, and I think with that straight and with the draws out there, he's going to want to get a lot of chips in the pot and scare the draws away. Is it possible to scare the draws away here?
We'll see. Let's see here. So it looks like he has, Spencer's got like 6 outs or whatever to connect and fill up. Let's see how that works out for him. So Brendan makes the call, putting Bart in a fun little situation here. Because if a 7 comes that doesn't complete the clubs, it would give Bart the absolute nut. He's gone.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that was a good fold.
Yeah.
Right, we are heads up to the river. The river does complete the heart draw, but no one had hearts. Although that does make Brendan probably a little wary about his straight.
So that puts the pot at 255. Spencer's going to check over to Brendan, and I think Brendan's just going to play it safe here, and yeah, he's going to show it.
It is a good check.
It completes the hearts, yeah.
You just never know in Omaha, because there's so many cards in play. You know, if someone's calling you, it's very likely it's a big draw.
Yeah, and he's got the second nut straight too. It's not like you have the top nut straight either.
Right.
So just in case, and he knows it's right in Spencer's range because all those middle cards very easy for Spencer to be sitting on 7.
You're saying it wasn't the classic nut.
Oh.
It wasn't the classic nut. That's why.
Yes.
If it was a classic nut, he would have raised.
No, it's just the second nut. No classic here.
Don't forget, Stones Live is broadcasted in HD. If you're not seeing it in HD, the little bottom right corner of your screen, there's a little gear icon. Select it, hit source. That'll actually get you your HD picture. A lot of people don't know that. I saw people watching it fuzzy, and I'm like, no, just click this little button. It just takes one button.
Or you just had too much mom juice and everything's fuzzy.
Well, that happens sometimes. I plan on having some mom juice when I go home tonight.
Doing it. All right, over to Bart here. Ace, King, Jack 9. Let's see what he's going to do. And currently it's 5, and he's going to go up to, looks like, oh, I'm sorry, Sean had already raised it to 10, so Bart's going to 3-bet here to 30, it looks like.
Go Bart. Hey, I've never noticed that there. When you get another raise, now the graphic says 3-bet. I think that's something new.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there, or has that been there all along?
I don't know if it, I mean, I don't see it in Hold'em, but...
maybe it's just an Omaha thing.
Yeah, maybe.
That's kind of cool. It makes our job easier.
Classic.
Yeah, very classic. That's a classic way to do Omaha.
Oh, so Sean's gonna make the call. Heads up, going to the flop here. 6-4-7.
Don't encourage the chat.
I know.
They don't need any encouragement.
We're so horrible.
Okay?
So horrible.
They're out of control as it is. Just look at them.
I know. They're
Just
crazy.
look at them.
Wild
It's
animals.
crazy.
So 6-4-7 really misses everybody here. Sean's still ahead here with a couple of draws.
Did you Snapchat this already?
I did.
You did. I want to take a picture of our chat room. Picture of the internet.
What?
All right. Our fan club's here.
I know. That's actually better. Normally we actually just get flashed at the windows.
I did not want to be flashed by that guy.
That's good. No, we're
All
good.
right. Turn cards out.
Boom. All right. 10-9 here. So again, Sean's still in the lead. Bart actually picking up, looks like hard draw. Ooh,
okay.
Hard draw and straight draw.
He does have the hard draw, but Sean with 2 pair. Anything can happen really on the river. A tornado? A sharknado?
Ace on the river. Still gonna leave Sean with the check.
A beastly card. Sean McCormick and Bart Hansen, 2 legends of Omaha going heads up, and Sean this time is going to come out the victor. And you can see by the look on Bart's face, he is not happy about it.
Bart's like, where's my heart, man?
Yeah,
all I want was heart. That's all we needed.
Well, you know what? I noticed he did not bribe the dealer, so yeah.
Dealer bribes work very well.
You got to bribe the dealer in advance.
Very true.
So I didn't know how to get, so I took the free shuttle over, right? Oh, yeah. And I didn't know how to get to the Venetian from wherever it was that actually dropped.
More Vegas poker stories.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do it. And so this guy goes, oh, I'm
Actually,
going there.
just last night I downloaded the Twitch app on my PS4.
Oh, cool.
So I was able to put it up on the 60
Oh
inch.
yeah, I love throwing it up on the big screen. And you know what, like you said,
Looks
because
sharp.
yeah, exactly.
It's free too.
Yeah.
Totally free. You don't have to watch it on your phone anymore, guys.
I have a bunch of Chromecasts on all the TVs around the house.
Nice.
And so I'll just, if I'm watching in the living room, I'll flick it on that one, or I'll fling it over to the garage TV or something, you know. And,
You're so tech savvy.
well, you can never have too much Stones Live. You know, I mean, come on now.
That's true. That's a true statement.
Because I don't know where I'm going.
All right, we're back around to the one and only Miss Valerie Cross. She's just gonna look down at Pocket Jacks, and I think she's gonna pop it. Pop. Oh, that's not a pop. All right, she calls. That works.
Flat. All right, so then over to Spencer, 5, 7, 8, 10. I would sometimes normally you can say any 2 cards. I guess in this we're going to say any 4 cards.
Yep.
So Spencer's going to hop in there. And over to Mike P is also going to make the call. And Brendan's just going to check it. And over to Sean. Wow, all right, look at this family action.
One person folded? Who was that?
I know, give him that cards
Who
back.
folded?
Give him that cards back.
Let's see, who's not up there? Matt. Matt does not have a hand. All right, so this is crazy. With 7 players in, 28 cards in play, and 3 on the flop. That's 31 cards. It's more than half the deck is out there. And let's see who picked up the best part of it. Looks like Bill C's got the best percentage. What did he hit?
The spade draw.
Spade draw is in the lead.
Interesting, yeah.
Bart's hit an ace and a 9. He's got 2 pair. And then we're getting rid of thinning the field a little here, getting rid of some people. Sean's out, Bill's out, and looks like we got it narrowed down to.
Bart's got top 2.
It's just Bart and Spencer now. And here comes your turn card. Turn card is a 4. Bart with 2 pair.
Bart
Ace,
just keeps picking up
or 3
pairs.
pair.
Yeah, 3 pair.
Can he play all 3?
It's a Canadian full house is what we call it. Does not count.
It's good in Pai Gow.
We're going to see it, though.
If you play on the dark side, that's a good Pai
But
Gow.
you still got Spencer now with all sorts of fun, open-ended, couple different stage draws as well.
Got 7 8s working in there. Actually,
He's got 5 7 as well.
Any of his own cards creates a straight, right?
Yeah, I mean, literally any middle-of-the-road card, and Spencer's making the straight.
That's kinda
Period.
cool.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
all sorts of rap fun here.
And he's only 30%. You would think he owns like half the deck here. But you know, one thing I just realized, which is great about our software, is any of his folded outs are registering too, which is why his percentage is not as high as if we had unknown cards. So we're getting the true percentage of his chances.
And
to
honestly,
win
a true percentage, like 30%, is actually just like sweet.
So
There we go, 4.
Okay.
That's going to fill Bart up there. He's not going anywhere.
Nope.
And Spencer missed completely. I don't think he can actually really get any,
He won't
value
make
here.
any money. Yeah, there's no way.
And Bart with the game face on, literally thinking, how do I extract value?
Yeah.
And unfortunately for him, I don't really think there's a way. I mean, Spencer missed
$10.
everything here. Yeah.
$10.
That's your value. And that would just be Spencer like, here, I'll buy you a beer. You just could have asked.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not getting called.
And he's trying to make it actually look like a possibly maybe a buy it bet. With a bet that size into the pot. Pot was at 4 and some change. He bet 325. I mean, it's a pretty sizable bet. And yeah, I mean, unless Spencer was going to get super crafty and make a move, which he's not, then it's his hands open.
No, he'd be crazy too.
It's true.
So for anyone earlier that was thinking about trying to get into that 5-10 game on Wednesday, we got the join command working. If you check the chat room, the contact's there. You want to play 5-10, just jump in there. Make sure you let me know from one of those avenues, either my email or on Twitter. I even put my phone number in there, so don't get crazy. Text only, I never answer my phone.
Well, I didn't actually know that was your direct line. Now you're going to get all sorts of prank calls.
Yeah, that's all right. Keeps me entertained. Plus, I have a blocking program.
Nice. Yeah, I'll just invite you over to my house after I move and not tell you to move. We'll just do something like that. It'll be a lot of fun.
This guy will actually do that. I have proof.
He's got experience. He's got experience.
All right, getting a new hand. And let's get back to the action. I'd like to see an 8-way family pot.
Well, we almost had it the last hand.
It was close.
Yeah.
We almost got there.
Well, I don't know about this one because Matt's going to come in for a bump right off the bat. I think he's going up to, looks like 40, 35, something like that. Yeah, so he did make it 35 over there, and Val makes the call as well with queens. And Brendan's got a fun little hand here. Check this out, double suited, all up in that sweet top upper end range.
I like that.
So he's definitely coming along.
So every time I played Omaha and I get a beautiful hand like that, it just completely misses.
You missed. You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
With all those cards, you think you should be able to hit something. Not sure what Matt has, but he has bumped it up to 35.
But you can tell. You can, just like you said, looking at Matt, he's a calculating machine right now, thinking, where are we going?
We don't know what he has, but he knows what he has.
So 4 players going to the flop here. Boom, 5-9 jack, and that is right up in Brendan's range. So Brendan has top 2 pair along with a world of straight draws. Val technically still with an overpair here. And also a straight draw as well if the 10 connects. And even Sean's open-ended with 8-10. That's what I mean. It's a draw fest.
Yeah.
Even if you don't hit it, you still kind of hit it. You know
like
what I
said, Sharknado.
There you go. And then there's Matt's hand as well.
Oh, we didn't get to see what Matt has.
So now Matt's got a flush draw.
Yeah.
Matt's got a bunch of the same straight draws here.
The crazy thing about PLO is that you can make a big hand like this, you can have all these draws, but everyone else does too, and you never know which way it's going to go. Lots and lots of variants.
Yeah, tons of variants. So much variants.
Classic variants.
Oh man, we're going to get crucified for that. Oh, and then Deuce connects with nobody. Actually, it does actually connect with Matt. So that gives Matt 2 pair on top of everything else that he already had.
Brendan still has that better 2 pair.
Yeah.
Brendan's still pretty far out in the lead. This 72% is good in Omaha. That's really good.
This is going to be a battle down in the river, but that's not going to stop Matt from firing. He's going to pull about 400, almost pot size there.
But he likes a 2 pair with the flush draw. How can you not like it?
Yeah. Oh, and Brendan's taking advantage. Putting it in there.
Brendan.
And Matt insta-calls. How can you not?
Beast mode.
About
Finally.
1,500 river.
Blood.
Boom.
Where's my pen?
King on the river.
Oh, wow. Is that chop?
Woo.
It's chop, right?
King Jack?
They both got King Jack.
Ay-ya.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
That's definitely a hand of the week.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Did he muck?
Yeah.
Aren't they chopping? What am I missing? Did he muck a chop?
I don't remember.
King Jack is the hand, correct? I think he might have mucked the chop.
Did he?
Does he know? If that graphic's right, he's got King Queen Jack.
Yeah, no,
did he make a straight? No. It's 2 pair. King Jack. King Jack.
No, and we're looking at the chat here, and I think
guys, help us in the chat room. Did he muck a winner or a chop?
I think that might have happened.
Yeah,
right here.
yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt. That is not like him. He was not paying attention.
Yeah. And that right there could be you can argue that it's a good case for always tabling your hand.
Yeah.
We've seen this before where a lot of people are basically they just forget to table their hand, or they don't do it because they think they lose, and done.
Boy, I'm looking at the board. I'm trying to see if Brendan has a straight. I don't see a straight there.
Yeah.
Oh, he had 3 pair, but it's King Jack. Yikes! I think I saw a look on Matt's face. I think he might have realized it after he mucked it.
Yeah. See, so Veronica, your ankle he just noticed.
That's rough. Did you hear anything in the? Mine wasn't working.
I did not.
The table talk.
I did not.
Wow.
That's rough. And you know what? And so the Daily Baker 420 has a point. We've all done that before.
Yes.
We've all mucked. Okay. It just sucks.
I remember watching Phil Ivey muck a winning flush on WSOP. Remember that?
It's brutal.
So what happens? There's so much going on in this game when you're in the moment. Mistakes will happen. It's crazy. I had to double check with all the cards in play.
Yeah.
It's like, is there a straight? Is there a flush? What is it?
No, and I'm looking as from our position, I'm like, we've got to be wrong here. What am I missing?
Brutal. Okay, well, good score for Brendan, though.
Yeah.
Scooping a pot. It should have been chopped.
Oh, yeah.
All right, on to the next hand. Brendan got a lucky one there.
Can I get chipped on 11?
You see things like that happen. You also see things like misreading your own hand, forgetting what you had in your hand, especially in here because you got 4 cards.
I do that all the time.
You're like, okay, cool.
But
and then you flip it over and
you're
like, straight. And you're like, there's no straight there. And you're
you
like,
did that so good. You're like, straight. Oh crap.
No, so bad.
All right, we're heads up. Spencer and Bart, two of Omaha's finest players. Boom, boom, boom. We got diamonds again. No one with diamonds.
Top 2 pair for Spence.
Hey, not too bad.
He'll take it. So we don't see, but Sean is also in this hand. The graphic doesn't show it. I think we're going to catch up here.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, who mystery bet here? All right, so Spencer's going to be in there as well.
So it's Bart, Spencer, and Sean.
Yeah, we're seeing if Bart's still in. I think Bart might have mucked on the flop. He did. So it's heads up right now between Spencer and Sean.
All right, just follow us. Don't look at the graphic. Look at my eyes. Look right here.
Right
got
here.
me? All right, got you. We got you. All right, we're heads up. Spencer and Sean.
So it looks like Sean is definitely the winner here with the nut flush.
Not too bad. The absolute nut. Because oh no, it could be a straight flush, 9 jack of diamonds possible. The second nut, not the classic nut.
Classic nut. Jeez. Now I can't unhear that. Every time I hear
It's true.
classic, I be like, great.
It's true.
I can just hear Veronica in the background, just boom.
We have Jenna, my assistant for the evening, has just confirmed that Matt realizes that he mucked a chop. And in the chat room, they're saying never muck in PLO. Always show your cards. And there might be a classic case for that.
But you didn't read the second part of Jenna's thing, which said, but he'd much rather go with the excuse that the card reader was wrong.
Okay, we'll go with that.
So it was
our card
clearly
readers are so
wrong.
screwed up.
It was clearly wrong. Matt made a good muck. Don't worry about it.
Oh. It happens.
Right.
What do you
And
say?
Sean's going to take this down. And look at those stack sizes. 1.2K for the top 4 people.
Yes, yes.
Sean, Brennan, and Bart, and Michael P. all tied for our big stacks at this table currently.
Spencer's about ready for a double up or a reload. I know Spencer likes to play deep stacked. He's not used to being this short.
That right there you're going to see on the left of the monitor there, guys, that is Bob. Bob is our main audio video guy back here, and I believe he's hopping up there to adjust a little camera action.
You don't get a lot of opportunities to see Bob, by the way, so take it in.
He's always the man behind the curtain.
Yes,
right?
the wizard.
Pay no attention to the wizard.
The wonderful wizard of Oz. That is the man that makes all the magic happen. Well, most of the magic, like 80% of the magic.
It's true. Apparently the rest of the crew makes up 20%. But we're putting it in. We're working for it. There's 678 in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Welcome.
Hey, we just had him in here in the commentary booth not too long ago.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
That was a great treat, yeah.
Love to have him back anytime. You're always welcome. I'm actually really looking forward to the next Veronica and Friends game. I think it's the one that
awesome.
Live at the Bike guys are going to be here, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I believe that is a week from this Wednesday. Is that? I believe so.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Woo, time is just going by.
So Spencer here makes it 20. Looks like Val is going to make the call. And 8-3-10 on the flop. Looks like top 2 pair for Spencer.
Spencer catches a big piece of it. Val doesn't really have much to work with, so I think this is going to end pretty quick.
Yep. And exactly like you said, here's 30 bucks. Val says bye.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Bob's okay. They're asking about Bob. Where'd he go? Good work, Bob.
What about Bob?
He fixed the camera. Everything's okay. Calm down, guys.
Okay, now it looks like some stack sizes. Matt is sitting with 1.7K, so it looks like he rebought and was like, no more chop pots for me. I'm sorry, running this over. And he's also like, get your graphics right.
Angered the Matt.
And that is, I've seen people anger the Matt, and it generally does not work out well for them.
It's not good.
No. He comes back and just mows over chips.
You weren't getting anything else out of it.
So real quick, for this hand starts, talk to me a little bit about this back-to-school tournament.
Oh, the back to school tournament is tomorrow night.
Oh.
And Thursday night. There's 2 nights. Our regular Tuesday and Thursday night tournaments. $75 buy-in. But you can donate an extra $25 to Lilliput Children's Services, and you get 5,000 bonus chips. The entire bonus chip money, it goes to help disadvantaged kids get back to school supplies.
Super rad.
It's a great way to come support your local community here in Citrus Heights, and also to have some fun playing some poker, winning some money while doing it.
Classic.
Classic.
All All right, action over to Val. She's out of there. On over to Spence.
So bad.
So Bart here has made it $30 from the button, and Spencer's going to look him up. So we're going to have heads up going to the flop, 2 of the best here. King 9-7 here. So it looks like Spencer got a hold of that king and also has a gut shot straight draw. And Bart picks up clubs and a gut shot straight draw as well.
Bart's got a lot of outs.
Hopefully they cut away from me.
Bart's going to lead
100%
out.
they don't. You need the power to go.
55 to go.
Cut away from me when I'm
What do you think, Spencer? You got the best of it right now.
Pick up all the
We know how this can go in PLO.
Oh yeah, he's in there.
Just a call.
Yeah, just a call.
Let's see what happens on the turn.
This turn could get natty. Oh, and that's going to give Bart the clubs.
Oh, Bart locking it up. The check mark on the turn. A rare sight in PLO.
Yeah. Pot's at 180. Bart with position here is going to think about, how do I want to bet this? How do I want to extract some value here? What's my variance?
Oh yeah, I also made a bigger. Yeah, I also made a bigger duper.
And that's what I like about Matt. I think they're still talking about, whatever happened. But Matt's he's got a smile on his face.
He's not worried about it.
Super happy.
That is a self-actualized man.
On to the next one. Let's rock it out. All right, so Bart is going to bet, looks like 210. No, I lied. Like 135? 135. I guess you can't bet 210 if the pot's only 180. So 135 it is from Bart.
And that should be the end of it. Yep.
Yeah, because not only does that complete clubs, it also throws an ace out there. Bart being the original pre-flop aggressor. Spencer says bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So we have another Twitter roll coming up.
Can you believe it?
You just want more Twitter followers.
That too, but I'm willing to put up $10,000 to get them.
Then guess what? I'm in.
Yeah, all right.
I'm totally in.
It's pretty cool, actually. It's a lot of fun. We make some special limited edition Stones gear that we give away. $50 and follow our Twitter accounts. That gets you in. At Stones Gambling, at Stones Live Poker, you get 6,000 chips total if you follow our tournament director accounts, and you play for $10,000 prize pool for $50.
And
It's hard to beat.
I generally speaking really like all the Stones gear too. I like it so much that I decided to take my hoodie to Palm Springs with me on vacation, and I decided to donate it to the airport unintentionally,
Oh.
and I'm really bummed about it.
Well, the airport needed a hoodie.
Yeah, well now I need it back. I need another one right now.
already do the full round.
Well, we can get you one. We'll charge you double.
Thanks.
Yeah, now that we know you really want it.
I'll have to have somebody else who's respected by it.
All right, new hand, new action. Let's see some new blood. It's gonna fold around. Yeah, great. Thank you, Angry Pollock. Classic comment from Angry Pollock in the chat room. Some of the things we can't repeat, but there is a chat playback, so even if you're not watching this live, turn that on. It's very entertaining, especially when Angry Pollock's in there.
Absolutely, which is actually something that's fairly new to Twitch within the last few months.
Yeah.
Before, I never used to save the chat, so now it's great because a lot of times, I mean, we actually, this is what I like about this stream especially, is that we're able to engage with our viewers a lot in the chat room, and before you would have no idea unless we were specifically repeating what the chat was, so now you can watch along, you can see what we're talking about. And you know what I love about our we have a lot of avid watchers in the chat room, and they also give some great insight as well. I mean, because they're fans of the game, they love the game, and they're like, hey,
I actually relied on the chat room to verify that
Right? Like,
was supposed to be a chop, because I was like, I might not know, this is not my my forte. Like my strengths are drinking and shuffleboard.
And he's doing neither of those right now. Well, he might be doing one of those. And guys, a quick message here from Stones Live Poker. As much as I'd like to take credit for the graphic changes, like we saw earlier when it shows a 3-bet now, there's actually a new software update, which is another thing that we're always making updates and changes.
He should take credit. He should take credit.
Well, that's Bob. Well,
Just take the credit,
He gets
Bob.
80% of credit for everything else. He doesn't need that. Calm down.
We'll give him 75% of the credit, and then he can take credit for that too.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
So-
It was a software update, so thank you to the software developer too. I really like it though. I think it's great. You can never have too much information unless you are Veronica.
All right, so big hand developing here real quick between Val and Spencer. So Spencer's flop top 2. Val has a straight draw and a flush draw. A couple different options here, but Spencer's definitely putting the screws here.
Yeah,
he's gonna make her pay for it.
But
so.
they're 50-50 though, really, because with all her outs.
Yeah, so he bet 180, and yeah, she's got to get away here. And I think if Val, along with her straight draw, had possibly the nut flush draw, that would have been a different story.
I love these types of hands. So there's some of my favorite scenarios when someone is technically ahead, like they have the best hand, but statistically behind because someone has so many draws and outs. I think those hands are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Only because we get to watch them and not be involved in them necessarily.
Well, that too, yeah.
How did I have 100 outs and I missed everything?
Mustak joins us in the chat room. What's up, Mustak? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. This is DEEG Poker presenting Stones Live, 8-handed PLO high only. Happy to have you here. We got a new hand coming out. It's been a pretty good game so far.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, it started out a little slow, and then we've got a couple kind of beastie hands there in the middle, kind of sprinkled throughout.
It wasn't like it was just slow. It was just like it was so ABC. Like,
well, yeah.
I pop the best hand, it holds up. I make a bet, I win.
I have aces, I 3-bet, everybody folds. It's like, how does that happen in Omaha?
Yeah, it's weird. We're playing 4-card hold'em.
Yep. And action over to Bart here. $5 to call, and he's checking out. Matt's going to check out as well.
We need to get a big action hand with Bart in it so that we can have a hand of the week video made.
Yeah,
with,
so
with Bart commentating
I would
on
love
his
to see
own
Bart
play.
commentate on himself. He's like, and then look here, he shouldn't have played it this way. Wait, it's me. Dang it.
I think he'd actually be like, this is one of the most amazing players. Just made the most terrific play. You should always play exactly like this.
And he just got extremely, extremely unlucky. P.S. That other guy sucks. Who beat him?
Yeah, that guy's horrible. What was he even doing making that bet?
Oh man, so Val makes it 20. Brendan's gonna make the call. Ace, Queen, 3 on the flop here. And Brendan with the pair of aces. And he's gonna check over to Val.
Wow, Valerie's gonna take a shot at it.
Fire out. Pot's at $50. Val's gonna bet out 30.
With air. She has absolutely nothing.
And Brendan's gonna make the call. So pot's about 110, and bingo bango, turn 9 of clubs.
And still no help to Val, but I'm thinking maybe she's gonna lead out here.
Well, and you know what? And it's not necessarily a bad move on her part, because I mean, Brendan's not extremely strong here. He's literally got an ace, although that's going to give him all sorts of showdown value.
Yeah,
there
it
on
goes
the river,
check.
so
He picks up a second pair. There is a little danger from straight draws, but the way this is played, it'd be hard to figure.
I think Brendan might be in check call mode, especially because Valerie's only capped at betting about $100.
Did Brendan check?
Yeah. So he's in check call mode, I'm assuming. So even if Val pops,
She's taking a shot.
Yeah. And Val's actually going to do, it's great because she's not, I mean, I think pot it might look a little fishy. It's almost like a solid value bet here that she's putting out. So Brendan's going to think about it. And I believe he did say call.
Yeah, looks like a call.
And you can see from Val's smile on her face, she was like, yeah, you caught me.
You caught me, hand in the cookie jar. Check in the chat room. Tilt00 is asking if there's any games going on at Stones. Absolutely. Come on down. There's a ton.
4, 5. I see at least 6 right now with a wait list to start at 7.
Seven, including the Stones Live.
I was going to say, and that's not even including the Stones Live table.
We have PLO 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 5, no limit. We even have a mixed game going on there in the back of the room.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, is that what that game is over there?
It's a mixed game.
Sweet.
Dealer's choice. And we got floor-man extraordinaire Garrett doing a flyby.
Doing a flyby, giving you the eye.
Yeah, he did. The old, I'm watching you.
It's true.
That's my new move, by the way. That's my new move.
Classic.
Yeah. Classic move. Stop.
Just feeding the troll. I must feed the troll.
Oh, God.
Oh, see, look, everybody trolls. Gay Corpse, welcome to the
Gay
chat.
Corpse is here. Yes, Gay Corpse, this is live.
Yes.
This is real life, real people, real money. It's crazy. I think Gay Corpse is going to be here in 9 days.
I'm super stoked.
That's crazy.
I've never been so stoked for a Gay Corpse in my life.
I can, please. Oh, God. All right, I got to go.
Oh, I love it.
All right, completely lost my train of thought.
Trained.
I got trained.
All right, so Val's going to make a 20 here. She's going to get back some of that action from the last pot. Spencer on the button's going to make the call.
On the river, the guy's ripping his hand.
Right, over to
Turn my hand up to
Brendan.
him like this.
Queen Jack, pair of 9s. He is going to make the call as well.
Mine was I had jacked him. He made a flush.
So 4-way action going to the flop here.
I will show my hand and my hand.
5-8 deuce, 2 clubs. Spencer with the absolute nut flush draw here. Way in the lead. And looks like we have some fun lower end stuff here from Bill, who's next up, but I really like in Spencer's hand here. And everybody checks around to him.
Spencer likes his hand too.
Yeah, plus he's got position on the button. I don't know how much action he's going to get here. So he fires. And looks like fold. And over to Val here, who really just has nothing to look him up. So
I think she's done spewing.
she's gone.
Yeah. She made a bluff, it didn't work, but she's gonna give a little reserve for a bit.
Yeah.
Now, is this still showing? Does Spencer rebuy? Oh, he's at 640 now. He didn't win a pot, did he? I don't remember him winning a pot. So he rebought, added on to his chips. And he's ready to play. Like I said earlier, Spencer is not the type of player that likes to play from the short stack. I was shocked to see him sitting at the 200 range for so long. This is more like him. He wants to get max value when he gets that perfect situation, as any good player should.
You know, we've talked about that with a game like table stakes. You know, I mean, it might be a little bit different because this is still pot limit. I mean, although the bets can get really, the sizing can get really large. Is that generally speaking, you're waiting for that monster opportunity, and so a lot of players like to reload and keep stacking on as close to max as possible. So when that opportunity does arise, they can super capitalize on it to the maximum.
Also, not only that, playing from the short stack, you're pretty much playing one game. You know, you're gonna get all your chips in and hope that the cards come. You kind of take some of the tools out of your toolbox. You know, having a full stack or a large stack, you get a lot of moves. You know, there's the robot.
The robot?
You can do the robot. You can do East Coast Swing.
You can do the running man.
The running man. Don't forget about the running man.
You can do the worm, which really just look more like something flopping around. It doesn't really go well when I try it.
You gonna showcase that one?
No.
Let's see it.
No. I only do that on Tuesdays. Unfortunately, we don't stream on Tuesdays.
We could for that.
Yeah.
The dance show, the Twitch Stones dance show with Justin Kelly.
Oh, dear Lord, guys, that is not written in stone, pun intended.
All right, 3 ways.
Hey-o.
Jinx.
Well, let's do it. And Sean with all sorts of middle of the road there. Oh, ace 3, and huge flop
boom,
for
boom,
Michael.
boom. Yeah, Michael connects big time. There's still a spade draw out there for Sean. Bit of a dangerous one. Michael is going to go ahead and bet those aces, though.
So speaking of 6, 7, 8, he brings up a great point, which, and I've heard this from players before, although, not necessarily, like even Nit Poker here in the chat room agrees with them. This stream is such a great tool to study your opponent, study how they play, study their range. And also what I like about watching the stream too is sometimes when you get these players at the table who are also watching the stream, they adjust their play on the fly based on the fact that you already saw them make that play. Even if they didn't show it, they know you saw it now, and now they can go back and
I think with that element in there, this is also making the players in the stream better players because they can't just rely on their game, not thinking that, oh, no one can figure out how I play because I haven't shown my cards. Well, everyone can see your cards. Exactly. So now you really have to get creative with the way that you approach hands.
So it looks like, let's see here. We got a still spade draw for Sean.
It's going to end right there, though. Mike's going to take it down.
He's not letting anything else get there.
Could have been a spade on the river, but even so, it wouldn't be the nut spade. It wouldn't be the classic spades.
And especially when you have a paired board right on the flop and somebody's firing out hot, you gotta think that they at least have that.
Danger.
Now you need, they got the blockers. They can't hit your spade. It completes the boat. So
6, 7, 8. Thank you for your input. We do appreciate it. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a good point to make that the stream is useful in a lot of different ways. Also, some people like to watch it afterwards to just kind of see if they're giving off any tells.
Oh, absolutely.
So I've heard people talk about that.
Absolutely.
And you can actually discover a lot of leaks in your game. It's good education.
And then call a plumber to fix them.
Yeah.
Because you gotta seal those up.
Well, in this analogy, the plumber would be Crush Live Poker, who will actually take footage, entire games, and do commentary, instructional analysis and commentary. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I caught a couple of those Crush Live ones where they really get down and they dig deep into these hands, really deep.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
It's pretty awesome.
All right, action over to Brendan here on the button, and he's going to make the call for 5. And Sean's going to check it. All right. So it looks like we got 2 mystery hands coming to the flop.
So I was told earlier that we actually installed little electricity beacons in the chairs, so if they don't properly put their cards on the reader, they're supposed to receive an electrical shock. Hopefully Matt and Brendan are getting that right now so we can see their cards.
Yeah.
All right, heart comes out. Brendan or Matt could be holding hearts, but Michael and Bill are definitely not holding hearts. The heart draw is there and the Broadway straight draw. Bill wants nothing to do with this hand. Matt's out of there. Michael's out of there. Whatever Brendan had, it was good enough. You just scoop that pot.
So 678 brings up a good point, and I think we've all seen this too, you know, not just on the stream obviously, but just in the way that the demeanor of how people put out their chips, right? If they're just coming out and they're stacking them really aggressively, or they're just throwing them out nonchalantly, like, oh, you know, I'm good. Here's, you know, here's whatever. I'll just bet 75. Doesn't matter. I have the nuts anyways.
It's a
you know
great
what I mean?
point, yeah.
It's just those little mannerisms that can really either just make or break your game. I mean, that's a prime example of a leak. Classic. You know? Like, that's what he's about repetition. He's like, do the same every time. And I think that's why you'll see a lot of the pros. If you'll notice, you see guys casually at the table, but they're sitting there, they're shuffling chips, they're having a good time, they're this and that. But if you really watch a lot of the pros in some of these huge basic events, they're sitting there like this. And they're very patient, they're not moving, they bet methodically every time. I swear every time they bet, they just count the same 10-second timer in their head and they bet it every time.
Your body language gives a lot away.
Yeah. If you guys hear some commotion coming over the mics, that's because we have some cash game players over here, you know, just totally goading each other, showing one card, hanging out. That's what I love. It's just a good atmosphere.
It's a fun environment here at Stones, I have to say. For anyone that hasn't been here, it's a beautiful room. We do broadcasting live right on the casino floor, so our view, we're looking out past this camera at all the poker tables. Over to the right is the Cal games, which is blackjack, baccarat, pie cow. For those of you that just like to punish yourself, it's there. It's ready.
We got
for
it all.
Poker can be punishing too.
Oh yeah. So 3 Jack 8 here on the flop, 2 hearts.
No one really catching a big piece of this one. Sean with 2 pair, 8-3. No heart draws out there, so the hearts don't really help anybody.
Oh no.
It's good. And that's the crazy thing is, like, even though we can see these graphics, especially in a game like Omaha, bottom 2 pair, you don't love it. You don't really like it.
Not in Omaha.
I mean, you're just.
I mean, even in Hold'em, you're kind of like, I don't know, but.
So that's one of those prime examples where you bet it and you're super relieved when they fold. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And because if they repop you there, you're like, well, I guess I fold then.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
You know, and that's one of those things that can. And that's why I think a lot of you know, really good players enjoy Omaha, because there's the potential. Any players who like exploiting the board and pretending that they have a certain hand, in Omaha you have so much more potential to make that believable.
But you also have so much more potential to run into a real hand.
This is very true. This is very true. It's a double-edged sword. Right action over to Brendan. He's gonna check out of there. Sean checks out as well. Bill on the button here. Ace, Queen, 3 deuce, double suited. I think we just lost his hand. It's coming back up.
There it is. Well, that would be a great high-low hand, wouldn't it? Double suited, ace, deuce, 3, queen. Even in just high, though, it's still a good hand. If Mark comes along, he's got his spades covered, queen copied. Bart's not in the best of shape here, but as we know, with PLO, anything can happen.
He's letting him know what's up.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bart has no fear.
I missed that. That is a no-fear play right there.
And he's going to make Bill double question his hand. So Bill's going to look back and say, I do indeed have that.
Just a call. Just a call. Let's see what the flop brings here.
Look at that. King,
right.
Queen, 5.
Pretty safe. I think this is one of those things where Bart led out and represented, you know, 2 pair. Well, actually, he does have 2 pair. Queen 5. I take it back. Bart actually has the best hand right now, even though Bill is statistically ahead.
Yeah. Looking for this room on Bravo. I don't believe Stones is currently on Bravo.
No, we're not on Bravo, but we are moments away, just moments away from releasing the Stones app.
Which I
And it's
apparently
full functionality.
downloaded by accident because it's still in beta, and even the beta looked great. I'm like, this is cool. And
looks
I'm like,
good, right?
And I'm like, wait, you're spreading a pineapple game. Oh wait, I'm just kidding. It's still in beta.
No, it's going to be great because it basically will do everything that Bravo does and even more. And you can put your name up on the wakeboard from the app. You can check your points. You'll even be able to view the hand of the week on there.
Ooh, look at that.
Pretty cool. It's got a lot of cool stuff. It's got the geofencing thing where if you get within a certain range of stones, and we can send you special promotion like, hey, stop in the next 2 hours, buy in for $100 and get a free $40 or something like that. You just come in and show your phone, and you can check your point balance as well.
I thought you were going to say like if I had a Tesla with autopilot, it just geofences me directly into stones.
Wouldn't that be great?
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Could you program that?
No, I'm sure. I mean, sorry, honey. It gives you a real excuse too for your significant other.
My car just took me there.
Look, I couldn't get out. It's not safe.
Do they have I mean, they kind of have old style. It's not like going to deck.
Brendan checking out, Sean checking out. Over to Bill. He's gonna make the call. And went over to Bart Hansen here on the button.
No, in that last hand, where Bart was totally dominated, and a bet ended up taking it down on the flop.
Yeah. And I think what helped with that too was his initial 3-bet pre-flop.
It does.
I mean, you know, he definitely he had the demeanor of I'm not messing around here.
Bill did not he just didn't connect with it in the way that he wanted to connect with it.
No, and he's not going to chase Bart down if he doesn't have at least top pair right there. I mean, you know. Matt here sitting on the big stack, just waiting to just get a monster double up right here.
Yeah. He's not tilted though.
No,
I would be tilted. I would be tilted. I would be beating myself up, but Matt's not like that. Matt has the discipline to have a situation like that happen and still stay on his A game. And that's the difference between just a recreational player and someone like Matt, who's a professional player.
Chips on 11.
Well, chips on 11 means we're getting some more action on the table.
All right.
Right over to Brendan here. Ace, King, Jack, 6, and he's going to make the call. There we go. Sean with the mystery hand. Because he hasn't been tased yet. Oh, look at that. It's Bill that's reloading here. Bill wants to reload a little bit.
Hey, why not?
Absolutely.
Just chips.
Just chips. Speaking of chips, guys, taking a look at everybody's stack there. The green chips are 25s, the red chips are $5, and the blue chips are dollars. As brought to you by Nightbot here in a minute.
Boom.
List those out for you. And the
That's
whites are 100s.
Check around.
5 on the turn. Looks like Val here, aside from the mystery hand, is already holding the check mark here with spades.
Yeah, she does just against the two hands we can see, but we don't know about Sean yet.
So if Sean has, oh, there we go.
Okay, we got Sean's hand, and now no more check mark.
Nope, exactly.
Spencer
He
and
could
Brendan with 0%. Sean is going to break out on the river, though. Valerie does have the official check mark now.
Well, I think we're catching up with graphics here.
I lied. That moment when the graphics let you down.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so Val was gone. Okay, there we go. So Ace Jack, looks like the nut Broadway straight there is going to take it.
Oh, so on this one, do the opposite of what we said before. Don't pay attention to the commentators. Pay attention to the graphics.
It's true. And that's just
Is Jake
us.
here yet?
That's us. It's just us as commentators changing gears. That's what that is, right? We just like to keep you guys guessing.
Jake is the professional PLO, and had he not got hit by that bus, he'd be here already.
Gosh, I thought it was a stripper pole accident like it normally happens to Veronica, but...
No, that actually did happen to Veronica. Yeah.
Wow,
She was doing the thing with the cross legs upside down, get her head.
Oh.
It was really sad.
I told her she shouldn't do it with those 20-foot high ceilings. It's really dangerous.
Did she climb all the way up again?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You know what they say? It's always tough to fall from the top.
Speechless.
Yes.
Hey, if you're following along at home and you have not done this yet, look at the bottom left part of the screen. There's a little heart there. Click it, and we will let you know when we go live, no matter where you are in the world.
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Even if I don't have internet?
even if you don't have internet, you could be on the moon. You could be on the moon.
We send
in the secret military lizard base on the moon.
We send courier pigeons, and they just come out and they drop a little note just to let you know that we are officially live.
I would love to send messages by courier pigeon.
I'm sure you would.
That would be so awesome.
I just go with smoke signals.
I'll send a raven.
Yes.
We need to send someone out to the table. Give Matt a lesson on how to properly fan his cards. It does create a little excitement with the mystery hand. Oh, there we go.
Look at all these fun hands right here. This is going to be.
And Queen, 3-3. See?
So King 6-7 here, 2 hearts. So we got a nut hard draw for Sean.
Oh, and Bill makes the flush. Five clubs.
Oh man, that's it.
That's great.
Need is one. See, and that's where Omaha laughs in your face.
Yes.
Every time.
$135.
All right. 135. Looks like 125 is the bet.
She caught my comment about the secret lizard base on the moon. I've been watching Ancient Aliens.
Well, the funny thing is at the end of the day, she doesn't know. You're probably right. She's making you look like you could be wrong.
No, that's fine. I'm the conspiracy theorist. We'll see what happens when the lizard people take over.
It's true.
She'll be like, "Oh, Justin, you were right about the lizard people." Just like that.
They're just taking her away.
As she's falling off the stripper pole.
Classic. Alrighty, so Spencer's going to fire up 40 here.
So it's the same hand. Matt has Queen, 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now Spencer has a straight draw and everything, as well as the bottom 2 there. So he's looking for boat potential, straight potential, the whole world. That heart is not going to help his situation, though. It's going to complete the flush for Michael and Sean.
Sean makes the nutty flush, though. The classic nut.
And Michael had already checked out, so now Sean is in here with the nut. Now it shows he has the check mark.
Yeah, I don't think Spencer can catch up.
Oh, couldn't he boat? Couldn't Spencer boat here with a 6 or a 7?
He could. Yeah, so not quite the check mark yet.
Go home graphics, you're drunk. Let's see what happens.
It's reversed now. We're right now.
Yeah. He would need to catch a 7. If he catches a 6, Sean boats higher. Kings.
Wow, what a crazy hand. Lots of options here for the river. Yeah.
And you know what? He needs to catch a 7, but they probably folded the other 7s, and that's why he's drawing dead. So technically, he would need a 7, but the 7s
He's
are
the brains. He's the brains. I'm the beauty.
Done.
Without Veronica here, I'll be the beauty. Okay?
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Dang it.
It's better to be the brains.
Okay.
You'll be smart forever. Beauty only lasts until you're like in your 40s.
It's true. You have a diminishing asset there, my friend. It's not going to help you out.
Okay, so Sean's got a lock on this one. Now it's just time to see if he can extract any value from Spencer. Look at the dealer Kuko with these flowing locks. That is some movie star style hair right there.
That right there, that just doesn't happen.
We got a good shot on it. That's so serious. He shouldn't be dealing poker. He should be acting in an action film.
Because I would look at slow motion right there.
She's blowing in the wind. Mine doesn't do that. It's too much gel. It's like a brick.
Too much.
All right, Sean, our friend from the Aria Poker Room in Vegas, he's going to take that pot down, representing his hometown of Las Vegas.
Good old Vegas. They don't know anything about poker there.
Nothing.
Nothing.
They know how to take my money.
And they took yours too. They took mine.
They do it all the time.
Dang it.
And I keep going back for more. I'm like, wee, this is so much fun. I can't wait to go to Vegas. And then the ride home is like,
I was just kidding. I was totally kidding.
you ever notice that? Like when you're flying to Vegas, everyone's like celebrating and cheering.
I was just talking about this. I said the flights to Vegas, you got bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, people are drinking, having a good time. Coming back, it's a graveyard.
It's desolate.
Complete silence.
So sad.
It's just every time. Kevin G5, Rimdog Poker, Babyface ATL, welcome to the chat.
What's up, guys? Rimdog Poker says the lack of table talk is disturbing. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
The lack of the force.
I mean, we are on camera.
All right, over to Spence on the button. So Matt has already raised to 20. Spencer's going to make the call as well.
Kevin G5. I'm watching from the International Space Station. Pokemon doesn't work, and then Angry Pollock corrects him. The lizard station.
Clearly,
where the lizard people are.
You nailed it.
We find they have given her a little bit of a McEducation.
I love it. All right, Ace, Jack 8, 2 hearts here on the flop. So Matt here with a fun little heart draw in the middle, ahead of the game, also with an ace as well. And he's going to fire 60. And Spencer's gone. Now Brandon has an ace. Brendan has an ace here. And it's not enough for him. He's out of there.
Oh, everyone had an ace. Pretty nice. Kind of cool for Matt to be able to take that pot down with the bet. Everyone has an ace, and he didn't have the best one.
Yeah. Did he lay it? Did he get a backup? He had a hard draw backup.
There's your stacks everywhere ranging from 600 to 1700. This is a table max game, so if the stacks begin to grow over the initial buy-in limit of 1500, anyone can buy up to the maximum stack at any time. This game goes beyond the time that we stream the game. It continues to go afterwards. So if we have any PLO fans in the room, come in, put your name up, let's play. I wonder if that game, you can see it in the back of the stream on table 12, is also a PLO game. Usually we'll put our feeder game there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there could even be a second PLO game if you want to come in and sit right down.
Yeah, apparently they're dubbing the Valerie and Veronica show the Babe Fest.
The Wednesday Babe Fest, yeah.
Babe Fest, doing it. All right, so Matt here with a mystery hand is going to make it 20. Val is
I don't even know what they're calling us.
Yeah, who knows? I don't want to know what they're calling
thoughts.
us. It's probably bad. The definitely not Babe show, the classic show.
The classic show.
The classic show. Okay, so Spencer here is also going to make the call. And over to Mike P here, and he's checking out. Brandon from the small blind with Jack 6-3.
Getting confirmation right now if that's a second PLO game or if we just have the one. I can see the board from here. There is a list for it. So the game should be going for a while after the stream. Head on down. Address is in the chat room.
All right, Queen 5-3 on the flop, 2 spades.
Five ways.
Yeah, absolutely. That is going to give Matt a spade draw as well as Spencer.
Matt with the best one.
The smaller spade draw, yeah. Matt also with a straight draw.
They checked around. All right, we got a deuce on the turn, and you know what they say? The deuce never helps anybody.
Boom, and that's going to complete Val for the nut straight right now.
Set Val.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Val sitting there with the 4-6 for a 6 high straight. She's in good shape at the moment.
And Sean had bet 55 now, and I think Val knows that there's a ton of options to counterfeit her here. And so let's see how Val plays this out. So the pot's at 155. I think Val might be coming in for a raise here. And from the stack of green, we're going to assume that's correct.
All right, guys, after this hand, we have a very special treat for you. You're going to get a real PLO expert in here.
It's true. Or at least
and Jake, too. And Jake's coming in, too.
Oh, man.
All right, let's finish up this hand. We'll get him in here. We're heads up now. Sean and Val.
Makes it 175 here to go. And it's going to make Sean think about it here. So Sean's sitting here currently with 2 pair. 2 pair all over the place, actually. Queen 5-3, so 3 pair.
Yeah, it looks like he's posturing to get away from it, though. I'm going to say he's going to muck. Although he could make a full house. He could make a full house a couple different ways, but he makes the right play.
Out of there.
Smart move. Okay, thank you, everyone, for having me. I was just a placeholder today. This is PLO. This is Jake's domain. Here he is, the beard.
Thank you, good sir.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Now get out of here. Let's bring in the hot gun. Oh my God, it's the Jake and Justin show. Hello, friend.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
How's it going?
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah, our chat room people were like, so are you gonna get like the real PLO guy in here? And we kind of teased him for a bit, and yeah.
No.
All right, well, all the cool kids are always fashionably late. We get it, okay? We get it.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for stopping by, and I'm out.
Yeah, okay, cool. And now you're gone. Bye.
Right on. Okay, so where are we at here? Where's the button?
Dude, have you seen this lineup? Dude, we got a lot of familiars here. We got Val, we got Spencer, we got Bart Hansen.
Spencer's a lot of fun to play PLO with. Val's, the most fun to play PLO with. And Bart Hansen is a Omaha expert. Now, I know he prefers Omaha Interbetter. He's a limit Omaha Interbetter specialist. But PLO does very well. I believe he made a very deep run in the World Series this summer playing PLO.
Yeah, we were talking about that. And then we also have Sean from the Aria. We got and then everybody else familiar faces, man. It's a big friendly game.
So Valerie's going to open up here under the gun +2 with aces. She's got ace, 7-7. Not the greatest aces, but definitely worth an open here. She's going to open for a pot-sized bet. Sean McCormick's here. Love to see Sean McCormick.
And boom. Duck 10 on the flop. I normally like to say duck, duck, goose, but we'll take it as a lies. So Bill C here with the mystery hand. Val still in the lead. Aces are the best.
So there's $100 in the pot. 10 deuce deuce. Pretty dry board. Of course, you're dead to any deuce. 10's as you crush, but I mean.
But other than that, life is good.
Well, if this was, you know, a high-low game, the likelihood that someone has a deuce in their hand is very, 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 very high.
Yeah, yeah.
And high only, not so much. Get set up here, guys.
You should just stay logged in as Justin and talk all sorts of smack. JFK, I don't know what I'm doing.
Valerie, little C-bet, take down the pot.
And here's another look at your chip stacks, guys. If you take a look at that, literally 6 out of our 8 players at the table have over 1,000 in front of them. So this is a
200 bigs deep, nice.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool for a 5-5 PLO game.
So you see Val put in a little C-bet there, taking the pot. It's always awkward spot when you have just one pair in PLO because, I mean, even when she's C-betting with aces there, she really, I mean, there's no draw on the board.
Yeah.
She really doesn't want to get called there.
No, not get called.
So,
and if somebody makes a raise on her, she's like, great, okay, I fold, this sucks. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not, you're not in love with a hand here. And it's funny you say that because we've actually seen a fair amount of hands starting off where, you know, just kings or aces were actually the best and they were holding and they were taking it down earlier. And so we were kind of surprised to see that being, you know, in a PLO game. I'm
actually surprised with this lineup and the players in the pot that Val did not get raised there because when she raises in an early position like that, I mean, like I said, this not being a high-low game, how many deuces does she really have? And then, aside from, you know, king deuce, ace deuce, or some, you know, some runners, she doesn't really have a lot of deuces there. So any raise is going to get her off most hands, including aces. So, I mean, Val, like I said, when you put in a C-bet there on a board like that, you're really not looking for a lot of action. So I think Val's very pleased taking forward. Ace 5-9, couple of hearts here. Trying to backtrack the action, see who's in the pot, who's not. Checks through, another 5 peels off on the turn. We're still checking. River card, hearts get there, no one's got them. Mr. Matt Holtzclaw's got queens, no one has an ace. And this should show down. Val, oh my goodness, what a mess. She's got little problems, but we love her. Angry Polak, Mustache 77, T-Burke, proper 3-bet. God, all the besties in the chat.
All the cool kids.
Well, it's a great game. I mean PLO's a lot of fun. You've got Bart Hansen, Sean McCormick, all this stuff, Spencer, Val. God, what a great game. So, has there been any big hands or anyone getting stacked? I mean, I look at, like, I saw at the very beginning of the stream, I kind of looking at where stack sizes were and where they are now. It doesn't look like anyone's, like, really played a huge smash-up pot.
No, the only kind of larger pot we had was actually kind of all-in Bash Fest was between Matt and Brendan, and actually the river had made it a chop pot, but Matt missed it and mugged.
Oh!
And it was like a $1,700 pot. So, but you know that you love about Matt, he was instantly laughing it off right off the bat. And then, you know, he just rebought, and Matt's just, he's not tilted. Matt's just sitting here like, bring it, I'll get it back. Not worried about it.
It was Matt or Brandon that mucked the winner?
It was, so Brendan tabled his hand, Matt looked over, I think he's pretty sure he just saw like a queen 10, they both had king jack out there, I think he saw queen 10 from straight.
Okay, gotcha.
And then he's like, oh, okay, cool, and then mucks.
Oh,
and,
Matt mucked it, wow.
And it's one of those things where, you know, me and Justin are sitting here, we're relying on our fellow chat guys here, like, oh man, like did we miss something? Did we really, you know? And so, I think we all saw it, but, you know, and Matt was super cool about it, though, and that's what you love.
Nice starting in here for Valerie under the gun. She's got 4 to Broadway and a suited 8. She opens up for a pot size raise.
So I know we like to stay out of politics, but I did see in there Jake and Justin for Prez, and I think we do better than anybody else out there running right now, so we'll take it.
Crushing it.
All right, look at this. Just bingo bango for Val on the flop. Life gets better. Queen 10 flops the stone cold nutter.
She's got the wrap to rod it to the bigger straight as well, so she's got the hand on lockdown.
Throw it any card. Like,
really interesting. Kind of a loose call here by Sean Preflop with the ace 10-5-5. I mean, he's got 3 spades. And speaking of spades,
and of course now he picks up a spade draw as well.
And there's life. Now he could chop the pot with a queen,
or he could take it all away with any spade. The queen of spades might be a little nasty too.
110 in the pot. Val bet 75. I like her sizing. The one thing that Val's concerned about right now is getting free rolled. If Sean had a hand like, and there's the chop,
boom,
queen
chop,
comes off, both players playing the ace 10.
So Val might be thinking, it's kind of bummed that I got River into a chop, but at least you can get River with that spade. Would have been a little brutal.
260 in the pot. Expect Val to bet somewhere around 175, 200 here.
How about like 140?
140.
140.
Called it.
She's trying to get called by 2 pair, or a hand like Queen 10, King 10, 9 10, something that makes it the worst straight here.
Now
yeah.
Having the nut, this is pretty much textbook. He's gonna pop it up. Val repop. Or she knows it's a chop and then she just saves everybody some time. Either way.
She knows that she's chopping yours like it, but it's a formality. She jams.
Yeah, so she says all in.
Snap.
Snap, flip. Yep, we know. Two Face Man 69. This is pot limit Omaha. This is 5-5 pot limit Omaha.
Now, I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but this is one of those games. I think it's that next game for players that want to, really become poker players, not just hold'em players. You really want to get out there and play more games. This is that next game that's going to be easier to transition. It's high only, so you're not going to worry about playing for low after pot. And the game's played the same as hold'em, of course, except for you play 2 from your hand through the board, and you dealt 4 cards.
Yeah, most likely I would step into this before you step into the high-low, right? Because high-low you can get quartered out of pots and everything else like that. You know what I mean? So at least in this, you kind of have
a different way.
Yeah.
Once you get used to playing the fundamentals of Omaha, then you can branch out, start playing high low pots, then start playing stud, triple draw, and every other great game out there. Couch Norwhisky, easier? I don't know. Not sure what you're referring to. Probably not even talking to us. Easier to get drawn out on, yes.
Surf Snowboard 3 says, why do they choose to commentate live over with the delay? We are commentating live. Technically, we're all watching this live together. And the reason we do that is because you, as a chat room, can communicate with us. Otherwise, that would be on delay as well, which would suck because we wouldn't be able to answer questions.
And I found watching other shows that can be a little bit frustrating at times, where the commentators, whether it's poker or any other show, Twitch shows a lot of video game stuff, and you'll see someone will, the host will ask a question, and some people in the chat box will start responding to it, and then 30 minutes later you get
that doesn't help.
The response from the commentator.
I really like the live aspect of this for sure.
Yeah, we like BSing with you guys.
We like to interact.
Spencer opens up with a double suited hand here under the gun, Ace King Queen 4. He's got wheel draws, Broadway draws, and as mentioned, he is double suited. Val defends a big blind, and Sean came along as well. Sean likes these kind of weird, funky hands here. He's looking to break some hearts here. Not the worst flop for him. 10-7-3. He's got the King 8-9-6. Got a kind of a small wrap.
Now Val here flops top pair with a flush draw, but unfortunately Spencer has a much larger flush draw.
In this game, she'll probably take a card. But
even if she gets there, she's going to play it extremely cautiously. And 45. So Spencer bets out 45. Sean's going to make the call.
Now Val might be thinking of making a play here and actually getting Spencer off the best hand. If she can push Spencer out of the pot, and she thinks Sean might just have a draw, her pair and spade draw is going to be best here, and that's exactly what Val's going to do here. It's a good read by Val. Val's not doing this because she's overexcited about her pair and spade draw. She feels that Spencer probably has the best hand here. Now she doesn't know he just has better spades, so this is a great result for her if she can get him to fold, because then she picks all the spade equity, picks up all the spade equity. And once again, this one was 10-7-3 boards. People, in this game, runners, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack throughs, or the jack through 10. Wow, I said that wrong. The 7 through 10 runner connects here. But she gets Spencer to fold out spades, just leaving Sean with his wrap. Now, the hard part for him with that spade draw on the board, if any, jack 8, 6, or 9 come off, that's a spade, it might be dead to him. And this is some of the trouble that you get yourself into when you're playing hands like these. There's 330 in the pot. He's going to go ahead and make the call. He's looking for a red 6, 8, 9 or jack. Disco. Mr. Sean McCormick turns the nuts. And Valerie picks up an open-ended straight draw to a bigger straight with a jack coming off. She can make a bigger straight with a 9 or an ace. And she still has spades. She's going to keep the pressure on here. she's gonna stuff it. And she's about to get the bad news. Now we can run it 3 times still, yes?
Sure. Why not?
Sure, we said
Sure, why not? As long as there's enough cards in the deck.
Oh, and there's the ace for Broadway. Val Rivers Broadway. They're gonna run it again. Pairs the board, but that's no good. Chop it up. Val picks up the first board. Sean's got the second one. His hand holds.
Yeah.
And when people in the chat mention, oh, how easy it is to get drawn out on this game, and that's very, very real. Nut hands, especially flop straights in this game, are rarely, if ever, safe.
Oh yeah.
And for the even if you're getting in against someone, I mean, the free roll is real. Someone can have the same flop straight and a set, draw to be playing the board. Someone can have the same flop set and flush draws.
I see free rolling so often in this game where you got same hand, but I totally have outs.
Yeah.
I totally have outs to not chop this.
And you need to fade the whole deck.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Let me know how that works out for you.
I actually really like Val's play on the flop. It might be a little ambitious against multiple opponents, but she was trying to push Spencer out of the pot with the best hand, or what she felt was likely for him to have the best hand here. How's Bart been playing? Have you been playing many hands?
Not too much. A little snug.
A little snug?
A little snug.
Net.
A little snuggy. But like not the full body rub snuggy. Like just a little snug.
Just a little snuggy.
Just a little snug. It's been a good game. It's been fun. Me and Justin got needled for using the term classic too much. So, that's classic, I guess, in itself. So we're going with it. Angry Paul, I can hear needling, drinking the mom juice. So all is good.
So you hear in the commentary that we do all the time. I'm never a proponent for limping, in hold'em games. In a pot limit game, it's used fairly frequently, and it's a form of pot control. Someone can only open the pot over the top of you for as much as it's in the pot.
Yeah.
And once again, you should never be limping without intention of calling a raise still. But it actually can be used, to your advantage in this game. Val flops the joint. She's got the 9-7 here, and she's going to lead out. No one's got clubs. But that's a board that's going to connect with a lot of hands. Brendan's open-ended to the wrong end of it. Val leads out for 10. It's called by Michael, and Brendan very wisely gets away there. Club. And that's going to change things.
But it's a bit of a scare card, a huge scare card.
Now, if you're Brendan, or I'm sorry, if you're Michael here, and excellent bet.
Beautiful.
I actually would rather see a little bit larger sizing there from Michael, but he risks less and gets the same job done.
Yeah.
Nice bet.
He did exactly what it was, right? He flat calls, and he fires when the draw gets there.
Yeah,
Clearly I represent clubs, and game over.
I think, the frequency that Val's going to be checking clubs there is so small that, she's just conceding the pot there when she checks, but it's such a obvious,
Well, she either checks there or she bets it and could possibly get raised by clubs anyway. So it's like she can either concede it either way. It's just trying to,
Yeah. Now, Val had flopped a straight with a set, or turned a set to go along with her straight. She might continue betting there.
But knowing that she's essentially drawing dead to a flush, there's no point in there. There's no value there for her.
As Two-Face Man points out, position.
Absolutely.
This game, even more so than Hold'em, is such a positional game. And a game that plays so nutty where people, will often will play their hands fairly face up because they're afraid, they don't want to put, people won't bet for thin value in this game. They'll either prefer to check call or just check fold, as you just saw from Val. That the power position when your opponent checks you oftentimes is giving away exactly where they're at, and that's that they're weak.
Look at Michael P over here with an extremely pretty but not good hand with Ace King Jack. He almost has a royal in his hand. Ace King Jack 10 all hearts.
You can say something like that when
All right, we're gonna get some updated graphics here in a minute. On the flop, the Queen 8-10, 2 clubs. A huge flop for Bart.
Bart's got a whole lot of this.
Yeah, Queen 8-10.
He flops the show and the redraw.
Oh, is he not? I don't think he's in it. No, he's not in it. He would have flopped. Yeah, he would have had all of that there.
Bart's too busy, preoccupied, trying to farm some food over there.
Yeah, he's going to hit that Sammy's life. He's good. So let's see here. So in the lead right now is going to be Matt, actually. TX Ag 98. Well, welcome to the chat. All right, so
Val's gonna make the call.
Yeah, so Mike bets 50. Sean makes the call. Val makes the call. 3 players go to the river.
A little bit of an ambitious call by Val there with the queens and fives.
Clubs do get there, but nobody has them. Solid to represent, though.
And believe it or not, Val is actually good here. She's going to roll over the queens and fives and pick up this pot. As sick as that is.
Taking it down. See, and this is one of those things where at least she's going to table it. You know, we talked about that earlier, where especially in a game like Omaha, you should probably just be tabling, you know, just your hand every time. Just here it is.
Yeah, and hope to God that you, the dealer, and everyone else at the table doesn't misread it as well.
That's what I mean, right?
This game can get complicated for those who aren't used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I bet, surely the one that is me, right?
I think you're supposed to say, I'm going to sure.
Yeah. That was
Spencer working the short stack. With Spencer's stack size, if he plays any size pot, any reasonable size pot, we should find him all in on the tournament. But he's going to have an SPR of 1 on most turns in any kind of multi-way pot that was raised pre-flop with any kind of aggressive action on the flop. Spencer's definitely going to be playing a 2-street game here.
All right, Bart's checking out. Over to Matt.
So would you have a straddle on here? Is that Sean? Did Sean just open 2x under the gun? He might have put in a $10 straddle. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
As it is, he's got a beautiful hand. Val limps in for 10. And Spencer is going to try to pick up the loose change here. And Spencer makes it 50 to go with King 6-5-3. The thing about Omaha, you know, equities run so close here. You can really get away with playing a pretty wide range as long as you're playing it very, very aggressively pre-flop, and you pick up and hammer on and pick up all these good spots. Because even when you get called, you're generally not going to be that far behind. I mean, look at this. Sean's got a great hand, Queen Jack 9-7 double suited.
And it's still almost a coin flip.
Spencer's got mostly junk, and it's about a flip right now.
And Spencer just flops the monster boat. Monster nuts.
As silly as it is, I wouldn't be surprised to see Sean raise. Sean should need to be raising or folding here in most spots. Folding's a smarter thing to do, and he does. Flatting's just a disaster. He knows it though. Spencer. Yeah, and especially in games when you find yourself in games in PLO where people are playing somewhat, you know, passively. Pre-flop or playing a fairly straightforward game, you can really, really get wide and aggressive pre-flop. And anytime you make anyone fold out, you know, their equity pre-flop, yeah, it's a win. And even when they call you, we just saw that. I mean, a beautiful hand there that Sean had, the Queen Jack 9-7 dual suited versus the clunker that Spencer, you know, took to war.
Yeah, and
they were at even money.
Yeah, and then he flops a Stone Cold Nut against him. So I mean, it's just
So for those of you watching at home, don't care what your cards are, just liberally keep saying pot, and eventually they will fold. Come on down, seats open.
Another thing is let's get all of them at one table and see what happens.
And so Bart finally found a hand he'll play. Ace, King, Jack. Makes it 20 to go. Pot size open.
Over to Val, checking out.
Hope springs eternal in Spencer's eyes. You can let it go though. So the graphics show Spencer with only 455 back. I see a stack of white chips in front of Spencer. I don't know if he added on, maybe we just didn't catch it. But Spencer's deeper than 455.
Oh, for sure.
Brendan's gonna make the call. 10-7-7-6. I'm sorry, that's Michael with a 995 deuce. I apologize.
4 players.
Sean with
Brendan
the
calls
mystery in
flop.
here. 4 players to the flop. 4, 5, 8.
Happy birthday, Brendan.
I know, right there. It's a stone cold joint there for Brendan on the flop.
Don't get too excited though. There is a club drawing board, and this will probably be played pretty passively. Yeah, and it checks through. Jack comes off, and now Brendan's gonna start to build a pot. Reaches for chips. Nearly a pot-sized bet. Makes 3/4 pot. Bets 60. He can get value from the 9-10 draw. He can get value from clubs. And he said this goes to show, you know, Bart's experience. I mean, a 5-4-8 with 2 clubs. It's such a wet board in this game. You know, compared to Hold'em, where that might see it be considered a fairly safe, not the best board, but a fairly safe board for aces. In this game, it really just it becomes a check folding hand. You know, you don't have any kind of clubs there. That's it. You got to be very comfortable with check folding over pairs in this game if you want to survive.
All right, my friend. I will be right back. Do you need anything? You need water?
I'll survive. I'll take a water. On your way back, I'll take a water. Absolutely, appreciate that.
Check this out. Boom. Already happened.
God, you're good.
Done.
Roofie water. Extra roofie. I love it. Bill's gonna limp in here. 8-7-6 deuce. The deuce is containing that hand, and not only is it blocking a spade, but it really doesn't connect. Would if anything, the board would have come down 3-4-5, flopping Bill to straight. Well, no, because he's going to have the big end. He's going to have the 67 anyway. But yeah, the deuce really doesn't do anything for Bill. Not in love with the hand.
25. Ranking 25.
Babyface ATL. We love the roofie water. Brendan's going to try to pick up the pot here.
The only place around here where you can never play horse.
Ace, King, 4 tray. He's got a suited ace, Ace, King, some wheel cards. We go 4-way. Ace, Jack, 7, rainbow. No one's got a wrap here. Spencer's got an inside straight draw. Both Brendan and Sean have a pair of aces.
75.
So that's all that's working for him. Now, if a 10 were to fall here, Bart would have, and I don't know if he's probably not going to see it a turn, but with the 2 queens in his hand, if a 10 were to fall, Bart could make a play at the pot. Queen on the turn, Bart folded out queens, and that makes Spencer Broadway. Brendan now finds himself drawing to a chop. You know, 255 in the pot. Spencer bets 175, and this will probably be the end of this hand.
Yeah, a lot of times it plays a lot more like a 25.
The one thing that might be going through Brendan's mind is that it's Spencer. And Spencer is very capable of repping a lot of hands on a lot of boards. The thing that you'll notice about it, though, or you'll find it a little more true, is that he's generally going to be doing it in position when you check to him and show some sort of weakness. Spencer's generally not going to be just kind of leading out on this board without you know, not the goods, without a lot of equity, a lot of showdown value in the hand. Brendan makes the right fold, gets away.
Dude, this is there for like 30 minutes. That's hilarious. Someone tell me. No, you're fine. You're fine. I re-look back over and I'm like, good hand? Good hand?
Proper 3-bet wants to see me play live, and I'm welcome at your guys' table. Whee! I'm glad they got Val back in town. Get some more regular PLO games around here. Babyface ATL says make the comment referring to the previous hand that Spencer's broke, meaning that he short stacked, so that Brendan had a reason to call there. I think the graphic is off as far as Spencer's stack. We alluded to that earlier. You see quite a few white chips there. Spencer's got a lot more than what the graphic's showing, I believe. I think Spencer's got about 1,000 in his stack. Val limps in, even though she got that ugly deuce of spades in her hand. It's just kind of there. Spencer, double suited. Pot size open, 25.
Did everybody go all in? What happened?
Yeah, everyone went in and they all chopped. It was really awkward for everyone.
It was really awkward. Everybody's like, do you have the same hand? Or... I mean, we really can't play the board in this case, but...
It was the darndest thing. Sean here picking up double suited aces. Puts in a 3-bet to 85. Ace, queen 4, double suited. And Bart's got a great hand here against the type of hand that he's expecting Sean to have when he's 3-betting here. He knows he's always going to be live, and with Spencer opening and Sean putting in the 3-bet, the deck should be stacked with little cards. This is a play I love to make when I'm playing PLO. And the 3, 4, 5, 6 double suited is such a sexy hand.
Look at these double suited with hearts and clubs, and then hearts and spades. And of course, there's 2 clubs on the flop. A little bit for everybody. Spencer obviously flops a 7 here, and Sean flops aces full. Ay-ya. Whee!
And I don't see Bart join the 6 high clubs, no.
Yeah, no way.
Spencer, on the other hand,
and he's gonna flat here for the 130.
He loves drawing dead.
And boom. Does not complete. Clubs get there for Spencer. Not that he's super stoked about it.
Now Spencer also had flop trip 7.
Exactly, so it's enough to keep him in. And he does complete, and that's gonna cost Spencer some money.
We're gonna need a bigger boat, Spencer.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
225.
225. And
this is a
pot.
And this is one of those things where Sean's like, well, if you have quads, you got me, but otherwise I'm shipping it all day. So we're gonna see. He's gonna take his time here, and he does go all in.
Spencer's, I think, can get away here. You lose the aces, 10s, queens. More than likely you're losing the queens or aces here. He's never doing this with the king jack. Down a paired board where clubs got there as well.
And it's just a funky hand too, where the way Spencer's hand works out, because he flops trips, turns a flush, rivers a boat, and none of it's any good, like ever.
His hand got progressively better on every street.
I know.
And it was never
good. And that's why it's so nasty. Welcome to PLO.
And Spencer just hates it. He's just like, I did this, and then that, and then this. And now I have to fold.
I mean, that is nasty how your hand gets progressively better and it's never good. No.
I'm comfortable, I'm talking too much.
I mean, God, even pre, it's just so bad.
We got a little sidetracked with the action. Was there a bet on the turn? Or did we go check on the turn?
I believe it's check.
Interesting check back by Sean on the turn, especially when the club gets there. Spencer's gonna have a lot of clubs when he's check calling on ace. He's gonna have a lot of 7s and clubs. And he's not gonna be folding many 7s. Definitely he's gonna be folding clubs. Interesting to see Sean check back in the turn. Converting more than it was check back.
I'm like 30 minutes. I have a full house too. You're queen 7?
Come on,
It's a disciplined fold by Spencer.
Yeah, very good muck.
People have a bad habit.
You saw a queen? Oh, how sick. Whatever, you'll see it. You'll see it.
Oh, wow, I love it. Sean
She's
shows
just
the
a queen.
Even
so nasty.
Spencer probably thinks, okay, well, yeah, you have pocket queens.
Of course. Yeah, even then, it's still like, okay, well, you still got me, whatever. Yeah, great fold indeed. I agree with you, proper 3-bet. That was a very disciplined fold by Spencer.
People have a very bad habit in this game of just being payoff wizards and just being sheer disbelief.
And look at chip stacks. Obviously, it shows Spencer at 170. We know he has much more than that. Otherwise, he might just do the, oh, whatever, here's my money call, which clearly he has way more than that, so. It's funny. So babyface ATLs, I was gonna bring this up when he started doing it, but I've seen players do this, and it can also be used as a reverse tactic, where basically they've already made their bets, they made their when they turn around and they're nonchalantly eating their food.
They're generally very, very comfortable when they're doing that.
And sometimes I actually like to be able to do that, even if I'm on a stone cold bluff, because I think that majority of the time you're gonna think, okay, well, I don't have a care in the world, and I am strong because I'm worried about my salad and getting nourishment instead of this pot.
I'm very worried about myself. Val opens up under the gun. Queen Jack 9-6 double suited. Spencer is gonna 3-better with 3 Broadways and a diamond dangler that's kind of blocking his own. I mean, he's already got diamonds.
A diamond dangler.
Got an extra diamond in his hand. Brendan comes along.
Whoa.
And Val, I think she can call here. You hate being out of position in such a positional game, but you're being laid a great price multi-way, and your hand flops so well on so many boards. She almost might be thinking about rebluffing here. She thinks Spencer might be up to something, and that Brendan and Sean are never super strong here when they're just flatting. Once again, the equities run so close, even if oh, there she goes. Pot. Val Cross on top of her game.
Bringing it.
Should be 195 or I'm sorry, 260. I can count.
Counting is fun.
And now Spencer knows that he's going to be crushed here
If
oftentimes.
you take a look at our updated graphics too, it now says 4-bet 260, right?
As soon as I say Spencer knows he's going to be crushed here oftentimes, he stuffs it. I love it. I mean, well, I'm never usually that far behind.
Yeah.
And she's got aces. I'm in a little trouble, but my 9 of diamonds is always live. And now Val's going to be, is priced into a pretty easy call here. Brendan.
735 it sounds like is what. Oh, there we go. And Spencer's stack was just updated to accurate. So
Okay, so
on
there.
top of the 50. So 785 total all in for Spencer right now.
So now Val, I take it back. Val's got a decision to make. For betting out of position, I'm not crazy about Spencer's 5-bet shove. I mean, when you see the cards, it looks like it's a great play that it just might work here. But against that many players in the pot, Val generally is going to be very, very strong when she 4-bets here out of position against 3 other opponents. That or she's very, very perceptive. And she is very, very perceptive, but she says, I'm never that far behind. And so here it is. How many times?
Yeah, how many times are we running it?
Val calls. Like I said, if she's perceptive enough to know how light Spencer's 5-betting. Also knowing, once again, that she's never that far behind. She's never folding when she can lay this kind of a price.
It's literally a coin flip right now. Queen, deuce, 7. They both connect the queen. 6
for Val.
Val connects with the 6 as well. Val takes that one.
Queens and 6ers.
Oh, we're going again?
First one, oh yeah.
2.
Always.
I like Spencer's odds on this next one.
My phone went my rundown because I figured they both have
What
eights.
clubs are
Oh, no. It's going to be 3 clubs on the flop, and he's going to have to guard both. Oh, there you go, diamonds. Oh, yeah, Spencer's low life on this one. Totally whiffs Valerie here. Oh, yeah.
And there's diamonds. Okay, chop up the pot.
Oh my god.
Val and Spencer, collusion table 11. Maybe ATLs is better to run it once. When you play a game with as high a variance as PLO, I feel the more you can even out
You run it multiple
those swings,
times.
yeah, run them as many times as possible. I mean, I've heard the argument, people are like, oh, well, but if you're the guy that only runs it once, or the person that only runs it once, I should say, the people are less likely to call off bad against you because they think, oh, I could just run it, twice and kind of chop the pot.
Yeah.
That said, on the other side of that, I want people to call off bad. Of course, I want to stuff bad chips in the pot.
Yeah.
And if, by running it multiple times, they're gonna run truer to the real pre. And if they're getting in bad, let's run it a bunch of times. And I know on Poker Stars and some of the higher limits, I'm not sure how far down you can do it, but you can just anytime the money goes in, you can have like a little box check where you can just equity chop right there. So if you're 75% favor and they get 20%, you take 75% of the pot, they take 20%. That's it. So you just equity chop on the spot. If you're good at getting your money in ahead, running it multiple times or just chopping your equity is good.
I like to think about running like when you're on the turn and you both have
Bart hands it here on the button.
Bunch of limpers.
There it is. All right. So check 7 for Bart here. Matt's going to check out of there. Over to Val. Bart actually did raise to a quarter there on the button. Little pot builder. And Val's going to make the call. And so is Bill. So 3 players to the flop.
Purple's Poker says equity chop is not a thing on Poker Stars. And the higher stake limits, not that I'm experienced player, but yes, it is.
Val hit this flop really hard here.
Yes,
She's got top, and along with the nut flush draw. So Val definitely in the lead. Bart also with top pair and another flush draw as well. So it's check over to Bart, who I believe did bet.
So my name ain't Earl in the chat. Says pretty sure there's no equity chop in Star software. I'm almost positive that there was. So I mean, unless they took that away or changed it, but I remember you used to
equity chops in like tournament style, like tournament chips at the end.
No, in high stakes cash. Mind you, obviously, we haven't been able to play Stars quite some time, and not like I was ever playing, nosebleed stakes ever. Yeah. So maybe it's not there anymore.
So we've got an interesting hand developing. So Bart knows where he's at here. He's got position. He was check raised now by Val. He fired out the 65. She made it 150. Bart flats.
And club it on the turn.
And so they both hit their flush draw here. This will be an interesting one. Let's see what happens here.
Purple's Poker. So I guess the chat's saying that I'm wrong here. That I guess there is no equity chops on Stars anymore. Maybe there never was. I was almost positive there was. I'll check into that. But for the moment, I guess I stand corrected. I guess there is no equity chops on Stars. Val no bets 215, and Bart says, wait, you should be checking that card like every time here.
Yeah.
What is she doing to me?
And look at Val's hand. Val's hand is just so strong too. She also has 2 pair. I mean, not that her nut flush draw isn't, or her nut flush isn't good, but she's also got both potential. So I mean, she's not going in.
When Bart's, he's blocking a queen, so it's hard for her to have top set here. It's maybe the only other hand she would keep barreling with. She could have worse clubs, but Bart's got 3 clubs in his hand. So much harder for Val to have clubs when he's got 3 of them.
I know, right?
He's just gonna call.
He flats. River, no board pair.
Pure
so
river for Val.
Yeah, so it's still just flush versus flush here. Pot at $800, not exactly small. Looks like Val's sitting on, if those graphics are right, 585. That's about right. So
and
she's gonna ship it. And Bart's got him. Bart's got her covered, and really Bart is just thinking right now, do you have the ace high flush? I mean, it's got to be ace high king high, right? I mean, that's it. Those are the only 2 hands he's weighing against.
She logically be checking all of her sets, checking all of her worst flushes.
Yeah, and so right now, what Bart is doing is literally just replaying the hand from the beginning of his head, thinking, can I put you on a higher flush than me right now?
She's supposed to check the turn, but he's blocking the queen. He's blocking the jack of clubs. So I mean, she's never doing this with 10 high clubs.
I mean, there's 6 clubs just between Bart's hand and the board. So he's like, do you really have, if you do have 2 clubs, do you really have a higher flush than me? But like you said, most of the time she'll be checking any sort of smaller flush other than the nut.
My name ain't Earl says that there's no way Bart's folding here. I think Bart can get away. A squinting Bart is a folding Bart. Or might be a suspicious Bart.
It's a suspicious Bart for sure.
And no, Bart's gonna go full POW.
And I think part of that, if he does make this call, is because he's been playing relatively snug for most of the night, and he's thinking, am I really gonna play that snug? Am I really gonna lay down this third nut, essentially? You know what I mean?
He's blocking the 4th nut.
Yeah.
Foul cross for Prez. She's my favorite Velcross. Yes, Bart, still.
She's my only Velcross.
Still blocking a lot of clubs. It's an easier fold for Bart if he doesn't have so many damn clubs in his hand. Angry Porlock's always blocking the 4th nut. And paying off 2nd nut. Earl says that did the same thing on Poker Night in America in the 25-50 game. And that's when Bart is here. Bart is capable of putting on a show here. He might just call off. There it is. Bart Hansen, supporting the poker community one spew at a time. I kid. We love Bart. Bart pays off Val. I love it. Baby tail, good call. Obvious ace-4 diamonds. Clearly.
I like surf snowboard. Phone a friend? Tuck? I'll take the 50-50 audience choice. No? You know, and that's the thing about, I mean, so obviously Bart ended up making the call and, you know, losing the pot. But with that being said, you know, it's not like he didn't sit there and analyze the heck out of it. I mean, I'd say you get a lot of not skilled players who just snap call all day with that hand. Oh, whatever, I got Queen Jack, you know, hopefully it's good.
The one thing maybe, you know, Bart might have thought maybe she's just making a move here with a nut blocker if she just has the lone ace of clubs in her hand and it's just firing away. I mean, Bart paying her off there, I mean, I guess Val can take that somewhat of a compliment that he thinks that she's capable of making, you know, big river bluffs.
Yeah.
You know, in that spot, the way that hand was played. And if she had just the lone ace of clubs in her hand, it's not the worst play.
Yeah. No, honestly, just that ace of clubs is going to get somebody to think about it. You know what I mean? Because they don't have it.
Yeah.
So.
Earl, yes, that is confirmed. That is where we got Tuckman's headshots.
It's true.
And that's where Tuckman got some headshots. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why we just cropped it out in this region.
Matt makes 25 to go off the button. Super secret cards. Brendan's gonna come along.
That pot, to answer your question, Samari, that pot I believe was at 1.5K before Hansen made the call, so it's about $2,000 pot, give or take. That last one.
Somewhere in that.
Yeah, it was at 1.4K I believe before Bart called, so somewhere right around there.
No, it was like 8 and change. 8 and change. She shoved 1,600. So yeah, oh yeah. So before he made the call, before Bart made the call, not before her shove. Yeah. Yeah, 1,400. Then Bart called off. Queen 9-4. Checks over to Matt. He bets 60. 3/4 pot size bet. Takes down the pot.
It wasn't that bad.
Is Matt eating an ice cream sandwich?
Something, whatever it is. It looks like cooking. Delicious. So I just got back from a quick little trip, actually around most of the country, but stopped down in San Diego. Was just literally driving to this breakfast place with a couple of friends, actually a couple dealers from here, and and we drive right in the same parking lot. I see a big old sign for Sammy's, you know, pizza and grill and stuff. I'm like, hey, it's Sammy's, the same Sammy's we have right here in Stones. So very cool. We didn't eat there because I was like, well, we have that at home,
We got it at
so
home, right?
you know, we don't have to worry about that.
Please fold. Welcome to the chat box. If you've not been welcomed already. There's a guy who's been on a tear, on a heater. Dalton.
Oh yeah.
This guy's been crushing.
Crushing. And we were actually just talking earlier about the DEEG poker guys, man. I mean, they made us into some fatty runs as of recent, as of yesterday even.
Yeah.
We're killing it over there.
Yeah, 20K cash. Never going to complain about that.
Yeah.
Pleasantly disappointed, I'm sure, but we're never going to complain about 20K cashes.
Well, we can lightly complain about it, but we're still kind of happy.
No, we'll find it.
I mean, I'll cast the check.
We're poker players. We will find a way to complain.
Sure.
Val makes it 25 to go with the runner here. 5, 6, 7, 8. She's got clubs. Bart's gonna flat with some junky queens. Bart's junk picks up some equity here. He's got hearts. Unfortunately for him, Sean's got nut hearts. Bart actually hits a deuce as well.
And right there, no suspense. Hearts get there right off the bat.
Sean's gonna check it over.
Also gives Michael P straight, but I think he's kind of leaning towards obviously the fact that it's no good here. So Bart's gonna fire out 75.
3/4 pot.
Val's still counting chips from the last spot. She's checking out. Over to Mike P with the straight, who says, yeah, you know what, I'm probably drawing dead. Goodbye. Correctly folds here. And Sean's gonna flat Bart, it looks like.
And Bart was gonna check this back all day.
Yeah, bad board pair is just they're gonna slow you down.
And it's really, there's not a lot of worse hands gonna call you with a 7 high flush.
Yeah.
Check. Sean shows the winner. Just like that, on the next hand. Watt-Bry in the chat. If you guys haven't said it already, I know I haven't. Happy birthday, Watt-Bry.
Oh, happy birthday.
One of the best.
Not said that yet. Guys, just a reminder too, if you'd like to just see joining us for the first time, joining us for the 10th time, make sure you click that heart in the lower left, and you'll always get a little notification when we are going live, Stones Live, and you can tune in.
At least he's playing subscription equity money. Oh, the chat, they're live.
Oh, they're hilarious. And as you can see, while the graphics are wrong, I believe we have Bart sitting in a stack of $55. That is definitely not right. I would say he's sitting more like $700, $800 and something like that. That's only one right there. Okay, maybe like 500, but still.
He's got more, yeah. He's got 7.
It's got more than $55, that is for sure.
Happy birthday, Inza Denino, as well. That's the word on the street, anyhow.
Brennan over here, the monster 4 hearts. This is actually not the first time Brennan has had 4 hearts in his hand. Earlier he had 10 jack, ace, king, I believe, all hearts.
Michael opens the button. Sean defends the big.
9, deuce, 6.
Something for everyone here. Michael's got nut clubs. Sean's got a pair and an opening to draw.
Oh, now top 2 for Sean there on the turn. It's also going to give Michael a top pair ace with his flush draw. And flush draw gets there.
Clubs.
Pot's at $85. Let's see what he does. He's going to bet 75. And let's see what Sean thinks about here.
Aces and 9s. I don't think Michael's ever betting worse than ace jack here.
He's ace checking out.
And Sean can check fold.
Sean says bye-bye.
Oh, the 4-card game.
It's funny, we were actually talking earlier when it was me and Justin, and we talked about the possibility of Bart getting involved in a large hand that might be eligible for one of the hands of the week. And I think we saw that. And I think we saw that with him and Val. And I think it'll be great him doing super in-depth commentary on himself. Be like, now watch how bad this crazy guy plays this. Oh wait, it's me. Dang it.
Damn it.
Dang. No, it's cool. It's
for Bart's hand to be good there, that the turn would probably have to be checked to him.
Yeah.
In just in flow. It's really, really hard for his hand to be good when she continues barreling that card. Considering the cards that Bart has, he's blocking a lot of clubs, and he's also blocking a queen for top set. And you started to imagine Valerie betting worse in the turn when the club peels off.
So Bart makes it 20. Matt gets out of the way. Over to Valerie. She is going to call the 20. Spence is going to make the call as well. Action over to Mike to come in. He says no thank you.
Brendan's got that ugly dangler and too many diamonds in his hand.
Yeah,
He checks out. Our friend from Aria, Mr. Sean McCormick, he makes a call and drags Bill in the hand as well.
Standard top player. Every NBC owned channel.
10-9-3, a couple of clubs. Bard's got king high clubs. Valerie's got the nut blocker. We've talked about that. Spencer's open-ended. I'm going to check to Bart. He bet 60.
Trying to figure out what my curling is. Everybody loves it.
Val's got a gut shot straight draw and the nut blocker, and is not going to get creative this time.
Yeah, no, it's really the clubs that are scary. She knows if she hits any part of her drawing hands, they can't be a club.
Archery.
Too many opponents. I think if she's heads up there, Val considers playing back at Bart.
But not with that, not with all those people involved.
Yeah, too many people.
Yeah. So hey, real quick, did you see this? Huh?
Oh, did Paul? Paul made that?
So we have many talented dealers here at Stones with many different talents. One of which being Paul, actually, who does a lot of artwork. So he made me this lovely custom hat that says Train. He does a lot of these. So if you guys are in here, next time you're in here, hit up Paul, say hi, have him make you something cool.
One of the best in the biz.
I just got it today, man. I'm like super stoked on it. I can't wait to break that thing in. Disjunctive, we actually use RFID chips in the cards. So the little tiny diamond pads that you see in front of everybody have a little reader piece of felt underneath it. And then they just hold their cards over it, and we can detect the cards that way, and it sends the information back to our system.
Sorcery. I like sorcery.
You're right. It's actually done with magic and voodoo and gypsy tears. I didn't really want to get into it, but I guess if you really need to know, you can talk to our friend Nightbot there. It's always nosy. He's always in the way. Coming up with explanations.
Spencer opens up for a pot-sized raise Jack 9-7 with clubs.
I should have just said we have Miss Cleo on tap in the back. Actually, she just passed away. I wonder if she saw it coming. No? Sick burn?
Kind of an ambitious hand for Valerie to be limping here. The King 8-8-4. They said if you are going to limp, you're going to be doing so with the intention of calling it open. She does, so at least she's sticking to the plan. Spencer's going to continue here. He's open-ended. If he gets there, it's going to be harder for him to get free rolled considering he's got two of the jacks. Val does what you do with King 8-8-4, and she checks out. 3 of spades on the turn. Check, check. And Sean McCormick's Kings hold on for the win.
And this
Assuming Spencer doesn't push him
this is what
off.
we were seeing earlier. We're just like, how's that good all the way through? You know what I mean? Like, how does that actually hold?
And now Sean goes for a little value here. I like the bet. If Spencer had a hand like Queen 10, he might just check call here and say, show me a 3. In actuality, he doesn't think that Sean's got kings in this pot. And Spencer's going to call the jacks.
Boom.
King Kong.
King Kong.
Sean McCormick. So glad to have Sean here.
Yeah, we were talking. I mean, we got a lot of long-distance travelers to this table. We have Sean from Vegas. We have Bart from LA, I believe, the LA area. And then we have, let's see, is it Brendan, I believe, from San Francisco? Something like that. So
we looking around.
Yeah, you know, and that's a beautiful thing, man. NorCal poker, beautiful thing.
And Spencer's from the dark side, so.
Exactly. Yes, let the cards flow through you. Excellent.
Someone get Val a margarita. She's playing too well.
Somebody needs to get her some of those oversized Vegas drinks. Get those flowing.
Of course, mind you, she limp called King 8-8-4 for last hands.
Relax. That was only to throw you off. She's changing gears just for you. She wants, because actually we haven't seen you get really like a headache tonight yet. Like people just doing like really bad play where you just like it physically pains you. Not yet.
Yeah, we still got a lot of stream left.
Give me the flush. Never anything. More players.
So I'm taking a quick look. It looks like all Matt's other jacks are tied up. Alright, 2 clubs. But that's not going to stop him from getting a flush draw on the flop, along with Bart having a flush draw as well.
Bart's also open-ended. It's a pretty good flop for him. He's going to fire right out at it. Now Matt H. comes along with better clubs. Can't see where Val's at here. Just gonna let it go. And why not? I have no idea what she had.
Boom, Bart gets there.
Now, here's the thing, Matt having 2 of the jacks in his hand, we talk about blockers. It's really hard for Bart to have the queen jack here, even though that's exactly what he has. Matt's blocking Broadway and has a jack high club draw. I would not be surprised at all to see Matt raise in the spot. Bart's gonna come out firing at it. And aforementioned.
Oh wow, it's like, can you read minds? Are you bulimic?
I played a little PLO.
Boom, done. Coming out at you, 200.
Now Bart, he probably feels now that Matt has the queen jack as well, and he thinks that he's free rolling Matt absolutely
into clubs. Bart thinks he's free rolling that into clubs, so they have the same hand. And I can also get his clubs to catch up.
Yeah, he doesn't want Matt to get away from queen jack, and that is in fact what he has here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Bart play right back at Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bart, you're free rolling. You feel. And flatting here, just in my mind, just doesn't make sense. There's no point to slow play your hand here. If your opponent's got the queen jack, he's not folding.
Hey, subscribe to YouTube. We actually have our own URL now. That's fantastic.
Nice. And Bart's gonna repot it. Now Bart, if your live tells for balance, you'd be squinting right now.
All right.
He's gonna stuff it.
And that, it was a great raise by Matt. Unfortunately for him, Bart's not going anywhere right now. And the re-raise is not what Matt wanted to see. And Matt's gonna get away from it.
I like the way Matt played the hand. Like you said to me, it's blocking 2 of the jacks and having clubs to back you up. It's a pretty solid raise. And like I said, and I'm same side for Bart's side. I love the way he played it as well. Flatting's just silly. In most spots there, you're going to be free rolling your opponent who's never going to be folding the nuts on the turn.
Yeah. No, I like the way both those guys played it. And like one outer totally agrees with you. Same thing. I mean, he's basically he's like, I have all your jacks. You don't have a straight. So I got to take a stab here.
And then just in case you get sticky with the set, I got clubs.
Yeah.
And it's funny that if let's say if Bart didn't have the queen jack there, let's say if Bart just had a set with worse clubs or a set and no other draw, Bart's probably just gonna flat the raise and try and then check fold any non-paired board. So in which case you're gonna get away with raising the jacks, and then you're gonna get your opponent off of most everything on the river. And the only thing we said, I mean, that Matt would check back or fold 2 on the river would be a paired board.
Yeah.
Good play on both sides. I love it. Good game.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I'm asking me, how does he have the queen jack here? I got all the jacks.
Where does he get all those wonderful toys?
It's kind of one of those things, like, if for those of you who play deuce to 7 triple draw, the greatest hand to bluff there is if you somehow wake up with quad deuces, because you can't make a 7 without a deuce in your hand. And so if you pick up 3 deuces or 4 deuces even, you've effectively got everyone else on lockdown, even though you've got junk.
Yeah. Hey, Disjunctive, just to answer your question here, I know it's getting a little late where you're at, probably for East Coast time or around the world. The next live stream is actually going to be Wednesday, Same time, starting at 7 p.m. out here.
5:10.
It's the 5:10, and it's the first Val and Veronica game.
I love it.
Affectionately dubbed by some of our people in the chat room earlier as Babe Fest. So make sure you check out Babe Fest.
Am I playing?
Val, no, calm down. Don't be so self. Anyway, no, Val and Veronica. It's going to be their first time in the contrary booth together. Very cool on Wednesday, so do not miss that.
So here we go. Blockers and playing again here. And Sean flops a straight and has the heart redraw, but Michael's got 2 of the 10s. Hard for someone to have the 9-10.
Blocker time. Not to be confused with Miller.
Blocker abuse. I want to see the blocker abuse. Michael gets away.
How can you have 9-10?
See, I mean, how can we even compete with something like if they call it Babe Fest? I mean, like, you can't call it Stud Fest. It just sounds weird. Not do that. It's bad. Look at that. Our first player now with over 2K, Sean. Coming at you.
I'll be for sure doing it. I love listening to Val's analysis. Veronica's a hot mess. I mean, but she's always entertaining.
And Veronica just like spewing suggestive adjectives.
Yes. I'll sure be tuning in.
Faux show.
Someone get Spencer a margarita. Man, that's what we need right now. Drinks, table 11.
Whenever I'm like, man, I wish I had a game where they were drinking, I just wait for Veronica and friends because you know it's going down. I think they probably order extra cases of wine here on Veronica and Friends night.
For that stream, we lift the booth ban from barreling booze in the booth.
Oh yeah. Barreling booze in the booth. As long as you don't have to repeat that multiple times after you drank a little.
We're gonna lift the barreling booze in the booth ban and get Val and Veronica trash talking the 5-10 game.
And with classic in quotes.
Bart here.
Holding
fun
a
land.
little classic.
7, 7, 8, 9 double suited. And Matt.
Excellent hand.
Ace, King, Queen, 9. A couple of diamonds.
One too many diamonds, but he'll take it.
Well, we'll take it, you know. Sometimes you got an extra little diamond dangler, as you say.
And Brendan's gonna come along as well. And these 3 fine young gentlemen are gonna have a 3-way.
All hearts, and nobody's a fan here.
Bottom set for Bart. Just gonna check through.
Disco. Boat ski for Bart.
And Matt hits trip kings. Matt's not in love with his hand just yet. But he'll probably call whatever Bart bets here. Looking to hit the kicker.
Bart's gonna make it 60 bucks, it looks like.
What Matt likes about his hand, especially with all overcard kickers to the 7, anytime he hits his kicker here, he's gonna be nutted.
And that's gonna give the check mark to Bart here.
Bart's gotta worry about 10s and the king 10. But I still think he's gonna check it over to Matt. And now Matt's the god. Check, check. 7's full. That's another important spot. Like when Matt calls there, having all overcard kickers to his trip kings matters a lot. Too often players find themselves in spots where they're drawing to hit their kicker for a boat, yet there's an overcard out there to their kickers, and will hit it and still be no good. You know, effectively they're drawing dead, getting their money in. The underfull holds. The elusive underfull holding in PLO.
The underfold hold.
Underfull, I love it.
And again there, if you guys want to see any of our live broadcasts coming up, you can either hit us up there with the email address you see or the phone number, which is Justin, JFK's direct phone number, so make sure to harass him at all times of the night. He really appreciates it.
Yeah, he's a night owl, so
yeah.
Just... And don't forget, if you want to get notified when we go live, click that heart button. We'll let you know when games like this are going off. So Brendan straddled here, is that what I'm seeing? And Sean is flatting with the aces?
It's not real straddle.
And this is it's got to be either Val or Spencer's button, where they think that one of these players is going to actively try to pick up this pot and or to play a bigger pot in position with relatively equal equity. As it is, Val just comes along. Spencer completes as well. And Michael, wow. Wow, Michael being laid 1,000,000,000 to 1 with not the worst PLO hand, 8-6-4-3 with a suit. And you heard the table. You heard the entire table. Like, wow.
Look at that. 10 Jack Queen. That's just a fun flop for half those hands right there.
Blockers. Sean's got blockers.
Oh my god, everybody's all over that board here. Okay, 8 on the turn. Just in case you needed more reasons to have fun.
Brings a diamond draw. The only one who had diamonds pre-flop was Michael, who folded at 20 to 1, or I'm sorry, 16 to 1. 17 to 1. Spencer bets a 2-pair in the open-ended straight draw, takes on the pot.
There's Ernie there in the box. What's in the box?
Is what you said, you know, that what's in the box line. I've ruined that movie for too many of my friends. Like, I mean, like, how have you never seen Seven? And then I start like describing the whole plot line, and then I give away the climactic ending. Like, well, God, it sounded amazing, but now I don't watch it.
Yeah, I know. What's in the box?
Sean limping. Fairly junky kings here. King, 9-3. Does have a suit. But did he just open fold kings? He might have just... No, okay, he did call.
It's like, what? I have seen that earlier. I saw a couple of people folding 2-pair hands pre-flop.
Yeah, double paired hands, especially when they're, small and medium pairs, really don't fare well in this game. Any kind of double paired hands that you're going to be playing, you really want to be playing bigger pairs so that when you do flop sets, it's it's top set. Because flopping the oopsie end of a set is never fun in any game, but it's just so much more likely to happen here in PLO. As it is, Sean had made it 10 to go. I think he was a live 10. Val had opened up the cutoff.
Hearts right off the bat for Spence. No messing around here. And 6 gets checked around. 6 on the turn.
Spencer had folded pre, it looks like. I think we're heads up here. Yeah.
Okay. Our graphics are catching up. And Ace Jack, I believe that just completed the straight right there for Val, if that's correct. Queen and then 10, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Straight for Val.
On Broadway. And I don't think Val realized he rivered the straight.
Yeah.
There's 4 hearts out there. Harder for Sean to have hearts. He did have top set. I think Val could have bet there, actually.
How these chip stacks have gradually climbed. When we started there, I think there was 3 people with about 1K, 4 people with maybe 1K, and now everybody has at least 1K pretty much, and approaching 2. SFO to stones, 2 hours max.
Yeah, but 2
hours max. Just avoid traffic. Yeah, 2 hours or so depends on the traffic. Unless you're like, if you're like rush hour time, you can double that. I mean, like Bay Area traffic is no joke. I'd leave early morning or late at night.
Yeah, you can fly into Sac Airport, Earl.
Yeah.
Jägermeister, welcome to the chat. Good to have you here. We're streaming some 5-5 PLO for you kids out there.
Yeah, if you fly to Sacramento Airport to here,
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30.
Yeah. Depending on how much you're speeding.
Three-way to the flop. Queen 9-9. No one's got a 9. No one's got a queen.
Wow, Sean with the best of it still. Kings are holding strong
This
here.
will probably check through.
Oh, another queen.
Good card for Sean.
Yeah.
And Gay Corpse bringing his A game to the chat. Blazer Boss 12. And do we any Big O stones? No, we don't spread a lot of Big O here. Not for my lack of effort to get a Big O game spread. But I think the discussion has been in the works to play a PLO 8, an 8 or better game on the stream.
That'd be awesome.
We played Limit Omaha, just high-low, but Pot Limit, such a beautiful game.
Now, I wonder if there's any sort of limitation on what particular games we can play based on the licensing that they're releasing.
I'm sure there is, but I think the DOJ is mostly a myth.
Yeah, no, the DOJ, they're just, it's like I said.
They've never done anything to the poker community, so
they're like a speed limit sign, it's more of a recommendation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like until you get caught, then you're like, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah. Lots of air quotations.
We can do whatever we want.
Oh, man.
That's all on Justin K.
Oh gosh, disclaimer.
Matt H. 9-10 King Queen double suited. Interesting thing, the biggest wrap you can flop in PLO, a 20 card wrap. You actually have to have one gap in your runner. So if Matt actually had King Queen Jack 10, he cannot flop a 20 card wrap. But now we can, even though we didn't.
And
sorry.
Look at Spencer here, picking up trip deuces here, along with his jack.
Sean, aces. Sean's had a lot of big pairs, which we know how dangerous they can be in Omaha. Right now they're holding up fairly well.
And looks like Matt's going to make it 50. Spencer's going to call.
And Matt's bluffing his 9 there. He's not going for any kind of value there. But once again, he knows that it is hard for people to have deuces here. That said, Spencer has a lot of deuces. The Dangler holds supreme. That's real.
It's real.
The Dangler did give Spencer, double suited hand. Spencer bets 130.
Sean makes a quick call. And over to Matt, and he's checking out.
Sean will make the best hand with a 9 or an ace. 10's not going to do it.
So about 500 in the pot here. Action on Spencer. I mean, unless somebody was really drawing against him with maybe 7-8, or they had a set and they voted as well. He's going to play it safe. He's going to check it.
And I don't think it's a bad check by Spencer.
No, not at all.
There's no draw on the flop. So you pretty much got, Sean's kind of got to have a deuce there, even though we talked about it's hard and people don't play a lot of deuces in this game.
Yeah.
Spencer
doesn't even have a good kicker with this deuce either. I mean, he's got like a jack deuce. I mean, he's,
The 50 I gave you on the river, you're like, son of a bitch. I couldn't make it 55, so I called.
He's going to check and take it down. So now everybody at the table officially sitting with 1K or more. Val as our big stack there. You can see just under 2K.
Val's the best.
Val for Prez, TX Poker 30, what's going on?
377 A1 champ 08, 816 08 high-low Y. Because we can. Because we can.
Because it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. That's why.
Because we like to stress out the dealers to make them chop 3-way pots.
Oh my god. We just like everybody to check down and then table like table 20 cards basically, and the dealer's like,
and let the dealer sort it out. I love it. I was playing in an employee event here, employee tournament here at Stones, and they had all the managers and everyone dealing.
Yeah, very cool.
And I love it. And it was one of the managers, I won't name say who. There was like a 3-way side pot that went multiple ways, and he just I'm not doing this.
Nope.
Someone else get over here. You chop this out. You figure this out.
I'd look at all the dealers at the table and be like, hey, you guys handle this on pot. I'm not dealing with this. I'm here to fling cards. I'm not here to like do all your crazy monkey math.
Oh yeah, and none of them can deal for anything. It was wonderful, but it was a lot of fun. We all had way too many drinks. Michael 20 pre-flop. Both Michael and Bill hit their ace here. No one's got a queen. Sean does have hearts. Trip aces now for Michael and Bill. Don't forget, 2 from your hand. So Michael's ace king here is mostly the nuts.
Mostly the nuts.
And he's gonna bet it. He bets 50. And Sean immediately releases trip aces. How does, wait, no, and here's Bill, who rivered aces full, and he's just gonna call. Aces full of 8s for Bill. What, did they push the pot the wrong way? Oh, they both had ace 8. Oh, I'm sorry, they both had ace king 8. They both had the ace 8. Sorry guys, sorry. I missed the 8 in Michael's hand. Ace is full for both.
Yeah,
I
both have diamonds,
yeah, okay. Alright. Well.
Hey man, you're just getting
There's
warmed
still
up
some
here.
Red Bull left,
Yeah, you're an hour late. You're just getting warmed up here. I mean, hell, I say if they want overtime or riot, man, I'll just leave in 20 minutes. You handle the last hour after that. It goes super OT.
Kick rocks.
Probably not, actually, since I think they might have already stopped recording with the delay, so maybe not. Maybe you just go live on your phone and you can just play at the table with everybody watching.
It was great having you. Somebody baby. I guess I owe you a couple.
Looks like the opposite.
King 10, 6, 7. Val's got 2 separate hold'em hands here. She limps in anyway.
25.
Spencer, junky kings with a junks at least connecting. King 8-4. He does have hearts. Brandon just calls out a hijack with a 7, 8, 9, 10. I think he can 3-bet there. I think calling's fine as well. And hope springs eternal in Val's eyes. King 10, 6, 7. Let's rip it. Ace, queen, queen. Valerie has an inside draw to a royal. She won't get there. Sean's got the jack of clubs. The board's also already paired. And Val's thinking herself, the stupid jack of clubs can come on the turn. Crack ace queen. Bill bets his ace, takes down the pot. Baby face ace, royal flush blockers. Hey, it's real.
So many blockers. Why is there so many blockers?
You make it. Everything. Might be 20.
I'm trying to royal flush.
Let's go, blockers. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Very strong. Earlier when I was Gay Corpse coming here for the Veronica and Friends show, it was me and Justin. I'm like, I've never been so excited about a Gay Corpse in my life.
Right?
You know? Making it happen.
Ace 9, 8, 5, and looks like Brendan's gonna limp along. Brendan opened up the pot for 2x actually. He made it 10 to go. No, he didn't make a pot size open. He made it 20. All right,
Catching
Sean
up the
flat.
action here with Bart's hand. There's Bart's hand. There we go. Ace, Queen, 9, 4 for Bart. He is going to make the call. Matt's checking out. Val's coming in.
Got that 3 dangler.
Steta Claris, well, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are still going strong here. We got about another 15 minutes or so. King 7, 7, 8 on the turn.
This will probably check through again unless someone decides to turn their hand into a bluff here.
So Bill currently sitting on the best hand here.
Disco for Val. 10's full. Backdoor spades got there. She's hoping that someone's got them.
Oh, that connected so many draws, and she's like, please pay me, please. She's screaming value. So pot's at 105. Val's gonna fire out 45, and super insta folds all the way around. Val's just thinking, whatever, guys. Nobody wants to pay me.
That's the best.
Next Lon and Norman, I'd take it. Hey, you know, eventually those guys got to retire. Somebody's got to go in there and do some commentary for
Someone
them.
has to.
So you do the super deep analysis, and then I'll just do the color commentary. I'll do that part of it. I got that down.
The Norman chat.
Yep.
Lon made a huge run.
Oh, what, in the main event?
No, in the Ante-Up series.
Oh, solid.
In was it the 155, the 100K? Yeah, I think Lon final table did.
I love it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is too, I mean, you know, and we've seen you make some final tables, we've seen me make some final tables, and it's great because, I mean, it's always nice when you see somebody like, oh, well, that guy just talks about poker, you know, they don't know what they're doing or whatever. I mean, you don't necessarily see somebody who does commentary for the NBA go out and just start nailing an all-star game. You know
Start
what I mean?
draining threes.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, it's nice to be able to be like, hey guys, you know, sometimes we actually know what we're doing. We can do well as well.
Every now and then.
Just every now and then.
Fish on a heater.
That's my fish on the heater. Every now and then a whale gets lucky.
Baby, he's just not crushing live poker. Net club draw for Brendan.
I almost spit out my water a little bit right there. Actually.
Yeah. Top 2 for Bill C. It's just gonna call.
It's gonna flat. Bart's checking out. Matt's gone. Over to Val here. She's gone as well. Mike P, our mystery man hand over there, is going to make the call. So is Brendan. And boom, clubs do get there.
Disco.
Nut clubs for Brendan right now.
That also completes a lot of straight draws. Actually, surprised that Brendan didn't lead there. That's going to get checked back most every single time, except for worst clubs betting.
And boom, there we go. That'll give somebody else a straight there.
Bill makes a straight. Can't see Michael's hand. Brendan cannot get cute here and check.
And Doom, a little Anthony, call your mother.
I think like Brendan might be able to check here. I'm just going to be a lot of straight draws. It's hard to believe that he was going to check clubs. He might actually get greedy and check raise. He doesn't, but I think check raise actually might be an option there. I don't know if it's even the best option. He bets 80. Considering that no one called, it was unlikely you would have been able to get the check raise in. But I retract my previous statement that you can't check there. You can.
This is poker. You can do anything you want.
Absolutely. Brendan bets it doesn't get called. So the graphic is Brendan under the gun. It's actually Michael under the gun, it looks like. The graphic is Michael on the big line. He's not in the big line. Sean McCormick, ace check, 8-5. Makes it 20 to go. Bill C. Suited ace king, 7-5's there. He makes a call. Now Bartholomew Hansen with a 5-4-6-8 double suited, and I love the 3-bet.
When you call him by like a full name like that, I feel like he's being scolded or getting in trouble.
Bartholomew Hansen.
Bartholomew Hansen. You need to hear right now.
It's a great 3-bet by Bart. His range is going to be somewhat disguised here, and if board comes down, middle to low, he should have all the equity in the hand.
He should be crushing it.
Should be crushing it. Plus, he can bluff, high boards as well. It's harder to do that multi-way, but it checks to Bart, and on a big card board, Bart can try to pick up the pot.
Up to $100.
It's all Bart. He doesn't like the
He
diamonds.
hates the diamonds, but he's all in that flop right there.
3 pair for Bart. He's got outs. 9 outs to a boat. Sorry, 6 outs to a boat. But Spencer's got king high diamonds. And Sean has the blocker. Nut blocker.
Now here's some funny stuff we saw earlier. We saw same thing. Somebody had, well, hey, why is he drawing dead? Well, he's got 2 pair. He could easily boat up right here, and it's because we're calculating the burnouts as well, or the muck pile outs as well. So he literally had 0 outs, although he should have been able to boat also.
Who, Bart? Bart's got outs.
No, just earlier.
In a previous hand, I got you.
Previous hand, just in general. We're like, why is he drawing dead? He should be able to boat up. And then we're like, oh, because it calculates the muck cards, so we know that all of his possible outs are gone anyways.
Sean makes jacks and 8s, plus he has a nut blocker, and he comes along. Babyface says that Sean's not a nut blocker kind of guy.
Sean makes it to 3.
No, Sean raises.
Yeah, he raises it to 3.
Sean is a nut blocker kind of guy.
Exactly, because he has the ace of diamonds.
And Spencer says, if you got it, brother, more power to you. And now Sean's got a decision to make. Top 2. I think Sean can get away here. There's 1,500 in the pot. It's going to cost him just over 6 to call. I love it because Sean's not a blocker kind of guy. But he's heard about it, though, right after he makes...
Heard about it, though, for sure. Look at it. They're just like, they're smack talking for you. Spencer says, block this.
I think Sean gets away. Unless he really just doesn't like Spencer. Let the record show if Sean calls, it's because of a personal vendetta.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Sean's a great guy.
We have history, man.
You got this, Sean. You can get away. Jägermeister, sorry, I missed your question, brother. Come again?
Couldn't see it either.
It's really hard to put Spencer on a bluff. Especially when Sean's holding the only bluff card, the ace of diamonds.
Instead of Jackson, I have more money than I thought I had. Go flush?
Sean gets away. Spencer gets a little bit back.
Yeah. You said something I was like...
So,
Oh, look at that. It even shows a hand number wrong. Hand 58. The best. Look at that. We are just doing upgrades here all the time.
one other thought I had there on Spencer's hand. I think there is something you said about the possibly flatting there. And, I mean, the only problem is if your opponent has diamonds and it's going to call off, then yes, you're losing value. But if he's got bluffs,
Yeah.
then you can keep his bluffs in his range by flatting and then checking to him on the river.
Well, even
So
there, right there, by him having a draw to a boat, you almost get a little bit of value there too. Not that everybody's chasing that against the main hand, but you know you could get a little bit of value from there either way.
If you think your opponent can't fold sets, but I think most your opponent's going to be mostly flatting sets there on that board. And everything except a set with the ace of diamonds.
Yeah.
I'm
heard of it though.
I'm totally fine with Spencer. I mean, if you think your opponent's never going to fold the set there, and there's a good probably likelihood that he has worse diamonds, then I'm fine with shoving. Other than that, I mean, because you're playing against a player like Sean, who is capable of utilizing the nut blocker as a bluff, I think there might be something to be said about maybe flatting the king high flush there and then checking over to Sean again. I'm fine with Spencer, barreling as well and saying, all right, well, if you got it, more power to you.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think you're going to fold worse diamonds either, and maybe you might just come in with the set as well. I'm fine with that too. But I mean, another way to play would be just to flatten. If you think that there's a high likelihood that Sean.
Well, there's so many ways to skin a cat, and then when people say that, I'm like, why are you skinning cats? That's just weird. Don't do that.
The only downside is your opponent. If you flatten there, your opponent does have a set. I don't think he's gonna be raising sets, but if he does have a set or worse diamonds, he's gonna be checking back most rivers.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with Sean. I don't know. I like
stinky cheese.
Bart bets 85. Gets through.
As you see, Nightbot talked about every third Wednesday for Veronica and Friends. That would actually end up being a week from this Wednesday. Don't miss it. Pretty much everybody that you see chatting up in the chat room is going to be there at the table. So if you want a chance to troll them, by all means, it's highly encouraged, and I think they'll encourage it too. And they'll actually be these guys, I'm sure not only will they be playing and drinking and having a good time, I'm sure they'll be on the stream interacting with everybody else in the chat room as well. So it'll just be a big old needle fest. I can't wait. Bill's checking out over to Bart. He's gonna limp in. Rand's gonna limp in as well.
Did Matt open? I think Matt opened. 9883 with a suit. A little ambitious from Matt. Spencer makes a call. Queen 554 also has a suit.
Double paired for Sean. Kings and tens.
And hey, there's a double paired hand that you can find some value in this game. King, king, 10, 10 is not the worst double paired hand to play.
But I'd rather be sitting like on a 7 with Brendan, who's gonna flop trip 7s. Okay.
Brendan's got quads.
Brendan has 2 pair 7s and 7s.
Now he can get value out of Sean. And evidently, he can get some value out of Matt.
Where's the king or 10 on the river? Or 9.
This is a spot where you find Hold'em players temporarily short circuit and they call with a queen here because they think they have a full house. Spencer calls with pocket 5s. 7's full of 5s. He thinks Matt might be just trying to pick up the pot. Call. And Sean folds kings. Excellent fold by Sean.
Yeah.
Jack on the river proves no one.
Pot's at 320. Brendan's thinking, what are we gonna bet for some value? Looks like we're thinking 300 maybe.
And once Brendan overcalls the turn and fires river,
it's some sirens should be going off. Yeah, some flags should be going off.
Alarm bells, and that's like, all right, well, there's the 7.
Yeah, like when you accidentally open the emergency exit door and the alarm starts going off, that's what should be happening right there.
Yeah. There's a hand that I think Brendan can check.
Yeah.
Gonna keep the bluffs in. We might get some value betting, kings. Pocket. Definitely some river pocket jacks. They might very well value bet.
Yeah.
Definitely anyone who's got queens, but I mean, when you lead river there, you're only getting value from pocket queens, pocket jacks. The way the hand ass played, once you overcalling flop, or I'm sorry, overcalling the turn, leading river is just, in this game against multiple opponents, is just so strong on that board.
All right, guys, we are coming into the last hand here of the evening. Let's check it out. Val's checking out. Spencer's checking out.
Bart's got the live straddle on. Got a lot of diamond. The pocket flush. Michael limps in, double paired hand. I'm sorry, no, he makes it 35 to go. Opens at 35, 10, 10, 3, 3. He's got one suit. Sean's gonna make the call. And Bart. Just ain't gonna do it. Heads up, last hand.
Mystery hand versus our double pair. Up, up, queen, deuce, 7. Don't know what our mystery guy has here, but 10s currently are the best we can see in Michael's hand. And pot's at 85 bucks, and he's gonna bet it. It's like maybe $65 bet, maybe something like that.
Michael thinks he might be able to get Sean to fold a junky queen here. Or any kind of hand that has got a reasonable amount of equity against him.
That was a bet, and 9 on the turn.
Check, check. If he bets again, he might actually get him off with some junky queens. Queen 8, queen 10.
I love it. I don't think anybody can. I don't think anybody can bet the flop. I can do one of those though.
King on the river. It's gonna go check, check again, and Sean's gonna pick up the pot. 9s and 7s.
Okay, so let's clarify. Is it no betting after, or you bet?
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So I got here late.
Yes.
I feel like I got here probably. I mean, for me at least, you know, the best hand. That hand play between Matt and Bart, where both players utilizing blockers and free rollers and like
absolutely.
I mean, that is a perfectly. If you really want to learn, you know, some interesting ins and outs of PLO and utilizing blockers and utilizing, you know, free rolling. That's the hand to go back and watch.
Yeah, no, that's a great setting.
Matt blocking the jacks, having the flush draw, and then Bart, you know, feeling that he's probably free rolling Matt, playing right back at him. It's probably where, once again, oftentimes a lot of players will make a mistake there, just flatting with the nuts there, not realizing that your opponent's never going to fold and you can get actually a lot of value out of your opponent there.
Yeah, I mean, there were some interesting dynamics tonight. I mean, definitely some interesting ways some of the hands played out. Started off, I think, a little bit snug, a little slow, then started loosening up. Actually, I think he came in at like right the right time. They were like, oh, well, Jake's here.
You're welcome.
Let's start throwing some fun hands around. That's good. That's what we're going to do.
All right, we'll get Val barreling some cards. A lot of fun. We love PLO. This Wednesday we have our
510
with
Val and Veronica.
Val and Veronica
Babe
commentating.
Fest for the first time. Don't miss it.
It's going to be good. Expert analysis from Valerie Cross and
lots of color commentary.
Lots of color commentary by Veronica. I can't wait for it. We'll see you guys then. Thanks.
Fantastic. Bye, guys.